Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. Get addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey everybody, happy Friday. What's up, hoodies? What's up, Hood Nation? How's everybody doing? Let me make sure my sound is okay. Okay. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me okay, please and thank you very much. And while you're on your way in, please like and share the video. Feel free to subscribe to the Hood Table. If you are new here, if you've never been here, and if this is your first time, on Fridays to our Friday Night Live, which we usually have almost every Friday. You know, sometimes we go on little vacays, but we usually have Friday Night Live every Friday, 9 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. But again, if this is your first time over here on a Friday Night Live, we usually start around 9, but you know how Black people are, you know. Sometimes we'd be a little late. But we usually start around 9 on Fridays for Friday Night Live. And we discuss everything, like any and everything. You know, whatever the hell we want to discuss, that's what we discuss. Anything from the hood to the White House, beef sector included. And yes, we will be discussing some beef sector-ish as well as, you know, other stuff. Trending news, hood news. As a matter of fact, speaking of hood news, child. I got off of work today. Y'all know I work from home. I got off of work today, and yeah, come on in, like, share, and subscribe. I got off of work today. After I got off of work from working at home, I had to make a store run. So while I'm at the grocery store, I hit my son up to see if he was at home, you know, the one that still lives at home. And I hit him up to see if he was at home, and I hear all this noise in the background, all this cussing and stuff. And I'm like, dang, what is you watching? It's all loud. He said, nah, Mom, I'm hanging out the window. The neighbors across the street fighting. I was like, only in the hood. Gotta love it. But what's up, Hypnotic Touch? How you doing? But yeah, so the neighbors was fighting, right? So I come home, and it's like cars everywhere, police everywhere. And so I have to drive all the way down the street, turn around in somebody's driveway to come all the way back just to get in my own driveway and pull in the garage. And while I'm pulling up, waiting to turn, my neighbors across the street, like the lady, I don't know if they married, but I'll just say husband and wife, because, you know, they together, they got kids and everything. And the wife is going nuts. Like, she's up there jumping and screaming and shouting and cursing. And the husband, he got her by her waist. You know how people like, man, don't hold me back. She's up there, don't hold me back. Let me loose me. I was like, what the hell is going on? And so next door to them, no, 2 doors over for them, I guess the lady across the street from me who's Black and her husband is Black, they were arguing with a white lady 2 doors down. Now, I don't really know the white lady, but I don't even really know her dude. Because it's like a dude who lives there, but he's in the military and he's a truck driver, so he's not home a lot. But the white girlfriend is there. And I mean, the white girl, she was up there. just a cussing. You know how some white people cuss. You know how white people cuss that don't really cuss, but they cussing because they don't want to look like no punk. So the black lady across the street from me, she's just going on, bitch, da, 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 say something again, bitch, bitch. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So, and the white lady's over there, fuck you, you know, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? So it looked like the husband wasn't going to be able to keep his wife under control, like hold her, because the wife is a little bigger than the husband, taller than the husband, and he was doing his best as a, you know, shorter guy trying to hold his girl. And so I'm still wondering what the hell's going on. Next thing I know, the lady almost gets loose. The black lady almost get loose. Now y'all know it's a holiday weekend, right? It's a holiday weekend. It's July 4th weekend. Everybody knows on the weekends, especially if it's a holiday weekend. Now, granted, Monday is not the holiday, but a lot of people are off all the way through at least Wednesday, Thursday. You know, a lot of people are off all weekend, including Monday. So it's a holiday weekend, shit. And I just jumped out. I barely even stopped my truck. I stopped my truck, jumped out, leave it in park. I'm hanging out the door. Please, no, don't get in the fight. I'm up here. Don't fight. Don't. Now, normally me, you know, I'm a little ratchet sometimes. Hell, I didn't got into it with my neighbor when I first moved over here a year ago. I thought the police were going to take us both to jail. But when it's somebody else and you're not in that situation, you know how I be. It ain't your fight. You don't be in that situation. And you be trying to calm shit down. You know, be the peacekeeper, be the bigger person out there. And I'm like, please, I don't want to see y'all go to jail on a holiday weekend. That's all I kept saying is, please, at least wait till after the weekend to get in a fight. So the husband was like, oh, I got her. He didn't have her ass. Ooh, it reminded me when I used to be fighting all the time. Like, they be trying to hold me back. And you can barely hold. You can barely hold. You like just, oh God, somebody help me. But he managed to hold and contain his wife in their own yard, at least on the sidewalk. Come to find out, they was fighting because I had seen them the other day. Now, y'all might think this is funny. But when y'all see y'all neighbors and there's a whole bunch of cars every day parked up and down the street and they all going in and out of a particular house, what do y'all be thinking? Be honest. Be honest. What do y'all be thinking when y'all live by someone and it's a whole bunch of foot traffic going in and out that house all the time? Okay, it's either a few things. They slang it up in there. It's a whole house. A party house. Or somebody died. Now, me across the street, because the black people across the street from me, the white people like catty corner to me. And so me, these last few days, I've been noticing the traffic. I work from home. My office is facing the street. So I see everything. My windows is always open. My blinds is open. And I see everything. So yeah, I see the people walking up and down the street, you know. And the other day I saw people hugging and it looked like somebody was bringing food and plates. And so I think that somebody done died. That's what I'm thinking. Somebody done died, right? So I'm up there, oh my God, I hope my neighbor. I just talked to the neighbor, like the white guy who lives like catty corner from me. I just literally talked to him. He holler at me every now and then. He got a boat shit. He always trying to take me out on his boat. But his last name is Yankee. And I believe that right there. So I ain't going out on no boat with him. Not today. Never. The same way I feel about going in the Titan submersible, that's how I feel about going on a boat at the lake with my neighbor, who's a white guy. Okay. So anyway, I really thought that somebody had died. I thought maybe he died. I'm looking all in the newspaper trying to figure out if my neighbor had died. All these cars and people bringing food and people hugging and look like they crying and all kind of carrying on, right? So when I come home today and see my neighbors getting into it with the white people, I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on? Come to find out, they was arguing over people parking on the street. Now, I have to admit that the black neighbors across the street from me, they did politely ask the company of the white people who stay a couple of doors down from them to please stop blocking their driveway. They asked them politely several times, but today was not the day. Man, I'm telling you, that black woman over there, her husband barely held on to her. I was like, oh my God, if she get to that white neighbor, it's all she motherfucking. And she was just a cussing and fuck you, bitch, and I'ma kick your ass. Come on, come on. You know how it is when you be fighting. You be telling them, come on, Cletus, come on. So anyway, the police ended up being called. And I don't know what happened. The police talked to them. The police talked to the white girl. And I guess the police just told them basically stop parking, stop blocking their damn driveway. I don't know what the fuck. But man, I thought I was going to see a fight today. I thought I was going to see a fight. Even though I was the main one out there saying, please don't fight. It's a holiday weekend. I don't want y'all going to jail. But then my son, who was at home and watching the whole thing from his window, I said, why you didn't record that shit? He said, I don't know, Mom. I thought about recording because I knew you would want to see it. And I was like, up there, man, how you not going to record that shit? I could have had that shit on the hood table, And then something just hit me. I got like Ring cameras all around my house. I said, I know one of these Ring cameras and caught this shit. Lo and behold, I go to my cameras on my Ring app. And I got several videos of the shit that happened across the street today. So, am I going to post it? No, I'm not going to post it. There was really no fight. They was just arguing and stuff. But man, it was about to go down on a holiday weekend. And you know how you don't give a fuck. You just be mad and you just want to fight. You don't care if it's the holiday weekend. You don't care if the judge ain't going to be there all the way to next Thursday. And you be just sitting in a jail cell with a whole bunch of strangers, stanking it up on the weekend, on the holiday weekend. I was like, please don't fight. Please. And don't fight. But anywho, so last time I looked outside, my neighbors across the street was doing their shit. The lady up the street was doing their shit. And nobody was out there fighting. So that's a little hood drama for you guys today at the hood table. Now, let me say hello to some of y'all. What's up, Hypnotic? I said hey to you, but I'm going to say hey again because your birthday is coming up July 5th. Happy early birthday. If I don't see you in the chats anywhere before then, I'm going to say it now. Happy early birthday. What's up, Tony Dimples? Too cute. How you doing? She said, what's up, the Hood Table Moms in chat here to support. Thank you so much. What's up, Vibrant Low? How you doing? Vibrant Low is one of my favorite people and very supportive to a lot of content creators on social media, on this entertainment application, as Kwani would say. So yes, what's up, Vibrant? How you doing? And you so welcome, Hypnotic. You are so welcome. So let's get into this Friday Night Live. I don't know if anybody wants to join me. I did drop the link. So if anybody wants to join me, feel free to hit the link. I did want to discuss some, like I said, some beef sector shit, some trending shit, and some hood shit. I already discussed the hood shit that's going on in my neighborhood. But as far as this beef sector goes, oh, you said you missed your last few lives. That's okay, hon. That's okay. It's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts, and they gonna be there. They gonna be up. Just in case you want to hit the replay. But yeah, I know some people, they make their videos and then they, private them or put them on members or do this or that or whatever. But my videos usually stay up, I be trying to get all the views I can. Just look at the video. Just look at it, okay? Take a picture of it. But yeah. But as far as the beef sector, there's a lot of stuff that's been going on, and I agree with a lot of people lately who have been saying, "Man, this is the old beef sector. This is the stuff that we've been missing. The beef sector been beef sectoring, okay? I mean, you know how you watching a beef." And you going video to video, platform to platform, content creator to content creator. And this ain't no manufactured shit. That's the old beef sector. Like you ain't gotta sit here and wonder, is they playing? Is they pulling our leg? Is they playing in our face? Is they playing on our top? Like ain't none of that been going on in the last few days. At least not as far as I can tell. Especially when it comes to okay, and then a lot of the people who's been getting into it, granted they've got into it before, so these is not like brand new beefs or brand new situations or nothing like that. Like for instance, Ness and Bree, they done got into it so many times. It's ridiculous. Um, let's see. Sean and Deanna, that ain't nothing new. They didn't got into it many, many times in the past. Of course, brother Pastor J.W. Wilson, um, and properly bona fide or Chelsea. Well, she don't like to be called Chelsea. Cemented. See, and that's no shade. That's no shade. Um, but yeah, cemented, aka properly bona fide, aka properly live, because she got several channels. And lately she's been going live on her backup or her second channel, the smaller channel, which is the properly live. So her and JW had a little, they got a little thing going on, which is nothing new for them to get into it either. But what was real new and what was real interesting was VS, aka VS Icon, aka VS Iconic. The shit that went down with her and uh, mm, mm. I child. I was really I was kind of confused, but then I wasn't. But then I wasn't. Now we all know that Jay Wilson, JW, what does he always say about people on YouTube? What does he always say? He always says there are no friends on YouTube. He always says this. He's been saying this for years, right? He's been saying this for years. Now, a lot of people don't agree, and some people do agree. Me, I disagree. I believe that there are genuine people on here that can have genuine friendships. I have several of those friendships with people on here. Some of them y'all know, and some of them y'all don't know. But I do believe that people can have genuine friendships on here. But there are some messy people on here who live for the mess and who will do anything for content. And those type of people who will do any and everything for content, including throwing people under the bus, lying on people, manufacturing beats, things like that. Those are the type of people I have no interest in trying to become friends with outside of this entertainment application. And then there are some people you just can tell. I mean, come on now. You don't have to see somebody every day in real life, in your neighborhood, at your job, at work, at the store, wherever, to tell if they can be a genuine person. I mean, you gotta, you gotta sometimes maybe use your fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth sense, your third eye, but you can generally get a feel of people off of social media if they are real, if they are not, if they're genuine, if they're fake. You can get a feeling of that, but some people don't take the time to do that. They just want to get close to somebody who usually they can benefit from. That's how it usually goes. And that's the problem that we have in this sector on YouTube, period, in several different sectors, is some people want to crawl up to you. So, see, I'm about to get tickled all over again because what Nate Rob said to, did she say it to VS? I don't think she said it to VS. She was just speaking out loud. And it came out, and it was the funniest shit I have ever heard in my life. And I probably would have been offended just like I was if I was VS. When Rob said, okay, a lot of y'all been in the B sector since it began or shortly after, right? I've been in the B sector for so long, like literally from the beginning. Like literally, I remember almost every single scenario, not hearsay either. Okay, when you can remember almost every scenario, every beef, every fight, every drag, um, it is not hearsay, that means you've been in the sector for a very long time. So I like to say I've been in the B sector for a very long time. So even Bree was saying today how VS has always talked about her accomplishments, her accolades, and of her family as well. Like VS has always said she don't come from, she ain't, how some people, I get it out the mud, I get it out the dirt, we have to do this, we have to hustle, we have to do all this, to get this and survive, like stay alive. Like my growing up, oh yeah, we scratched and we hustled and we got it in from the mud, from the dirt, whatever. Growing up, I remember plenty of times growing up where the light bill money coming from, where the gas bill money coming from. I remember getting water from the neighbors, filling up jugs, filling up bathtubs. I remember going to the pantries. I remember, man, struggle was real in a motherfucker when I was growing up. And what's up, Carmel Diva Boo?
What it do?
Child, girl, let me tell you. It's been so much going on. But let me finish up this little shit. Then I'm going to talk to you about something because I got some stuff that I want to talk about too. As
I
far
got
as
something
like,
I got to talk about too.
bet. It's on and popping. And again, if anybody else wants to jump on a link, please feel free to click the link. But as far as this VS goes, she's always let people know that, my family come from money. My dad had money. My mama had money. They had a nice house, nice furniture, nice this, nice that. Her dad was a pastor. Although she has experienced some things within her household that were not good, that a lot of us have experienced in our households, if y'all know what I mean. Growing up by the hands of different people in the house. She's pretty much been an open book. So for Rob to continually say over and over and over again on her platform today that she thought she didn't think that VS came from money, or she didn't think this, and she thought she was just somebody who was on the struggle, and somebody who wasn't educated, and somebody who wasn't too this or too that. And she said how she literally, how you pick up somebody. She said she just felt like she needed to pick up VS and just plop her down next to her side so people can leave her alone and tell her, oh, you can come and live with me. Oh, you can spend some of my money. Oh, you can have some of this. I'll give you some of this. And a lot of people is like, well, damn, you really didn't know VS really that well, did you? Like, that's like somebody saying they really know me, but when you ask them, where did I grow up? Or what city do I live in? And they be like, I don't know, but it's somewhere over there in the Midwest. Somewhere in the Midwest. Like, you don't know me too well. So for Rob to jump up on VS platform and say she was disappointed in her because of the fact that VS played a video. Okay, one thing about it, when you come on this platform or any platform, I don't care if it's TikTok, YouTube, IG, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, and you tell a story, you better stick to that story because it's 1,000 or more people watching. It might be shared, it might discuss, people might do commentary on it. So that's one thing about it. You have to stick to your stories. If you come on here and say you're a real estate broker, and 6 months later you say you've been a barber for the last 20 years, and you just said 6 months ago that you're a real estate broker, And then somebody pulls up a video of you saying, I'm a real estate broker. And then they post a video and say, hey, y'all, this is what this person said 6 months ago. Then people start going in on you. And then you get mad at the person who posted the first video, who reposted it. So that's what had happened. That's what had happened today. And Nay Robs told Via she was disappointed in her because she thought that they were friends. But like Via said, when she got in that fight at the IHOP, and when she was banned and barred from social media for 3 years and on probation and all that kind of shit, she said, my real friends I spoke to all the time. My real friends I checked on me. How you call somebody a friend and you ain't talked to them in over 3 years?
Well, you know what? Let me say, I have friends who I have known my entire life. Like, I got one, we say we cousins. We don't, I mean, there have been times
That's
it's
a
been,
whole life of friendship. We talking about you met somebody 3 years ago.
oh, well, no. But I'm saying,
You ain't even known them for that long.
no.
And
But,
then,
we go 2, 3 years, and when we call
that's
each
different.
other,
I got friends like that. I
I
got
mean, and when we
real
talk to each other, it's like no time has passed. We right
right.
back on it. Just
That's
like,
real friends, though. Those are friends. Okay, listen. We're talking about a lady on YouTube who claims this other lady is her friend, but they never talked on the phones behind the scene. They never met each other outside of YouTube. They never text each other. They never inbox each other. They never had real conversations. They just spent a few minutes here, a few minutes there on the same platform together.
no.
And then when one of them get into a fight and get kicked off and can't be on YouTube anymore,
I
the
remember
other
that.
one who claims this is my friend never checks up on that person. 3 years just go past, and then as soon as they get back on here, as soon as the 3 years is up, they the first one jump on their panel. Hey baby, how you doing? Oh, I missed you. Oh
I can't believe that happened 3 years ago. That seemed like it just happened.
my God. It literally does seem like it just happened.
I
But
mean,
the thing is, okay, so now that you know that, and then that person who claims I'm so disappointed in you because I thought we were friends, she's the one who literally said a month or so ago that all the rumors about her and her wife breaking up and woo because she's gay. So she like all the rumors about me and my wife breaking up and separating. That's false. People spreading lies. Then the other day, she's on somebody else's platform. Yeah, me and my wife is breaking up. Yeah, I'm moving. I didn't put up a GoFundMe. I'm trying to get $4,000-$5,000 so I can move back home. And this was within like weeks. Okay, so VS is like, what fuck? You're supposed to be my friend and all this kind of stuff. You jump on my panel and tell me all the rumors is lies. Then you jump on this other dude's panel who I'm not cool with and tell them for like an hour and a half every issue you having with your wife. And now, yeah, y'all is breaking up. You is moving away. Your wife gonna stay where she at. And if I feel like in a few months, I miss her and I want to come back, I'll come back. So, VS, was she wrong for posting that video of you saying that the shit was lies a few weeks ago on her panel? And VS said, you know what, this might make her upset, but I'm trying to keep people honest. Once again, if you say something on YouTube or any other social media platform where there's a public audience and a public space, try to at least remember your lies. Try to stick to the story or just tell the damn truth. So, yeah, everybody wasn't expecting her and Nay Rob to get into it because everybody thought they were really cool. But once we listened to Nay Rob basically saying that she thought just VS was just some poor old raggedy old broke down old and just I mean non-educated. She was saying all this stuff about VS, and VS was just sitting there like, I've been saying for years, everybody knows I got a master's. I got 3 degrees. I got this. Even her enemies were saying today online, man, you call this your friend, but you don't even know that she didn't graduate from college like 3 times. Even her enemies been doing this for years. That she's very, very smart. She might do some shit on here that people think is fucked up. But that don't take away
It's
her.
usually the smart ones that are stupid.
You know what
They
I'm saying? I'm
they
like,
book smart, but they have no common sense. No, they have no common smarts, no street smarts, no.
a lot of people are book smart and not street smart, and then there's people who are both.
Then there's people that are both, got a little bit of both, and then there's some that just ain't got no book sense and
Yeah,
just
there are some
criminal.
people who you'd be like, "How you so smart but you dumb?" I done said that about people before in the past. Like, how you so smart, like so smart, but then you make all these bad decisions. So there are people like that too. But yeah, a lot of people didn't expect for them to get into it today. But I understand why if like me and you are friends and just something so simple like you say, I didn't know she was a personal custom cake decorator. But you bragging on YouTube that me and you are friends.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. Something as simple as that, you should know. But anywho, I digress. There's a lot of stuff that been going on with the B sector, but I'm gonna stop there so that y'all could give a little commentary on some shit y'all want to talk about. Hey,
I
what's
think
up, bro?
it.
How you doing? Welcome to the
What's up,
panel.
bro?
I think he might be on mute. Yep, he on mute. But go ahead, Carmelita. Oh, there he is. He's on now.
I'm listening, but I gotta take a mini break. We just got back,
That's
so I
fine.
want
That's
to
fine.
know the missus is listening because I got to chime in on some whole lot of shit. Because I
I
sure
do
was gonna
too.
answer the question. I was gonna answer the question of what you said about how, but I'll be asking the weird question too about how somebody can say that they something that they ain't. When most of you bitch ass niggas out here ain't even who the fuck you say that you is or who you say that you supposed to be, because your mama ain't shit, your daddy ain't shit, your grandparents ain't shit, all 16 bloodlines up. So it just go all the way back to just basically at the end of the day, I don't give a damn who like you, who root for you, you ain't shit. I said it. Who? What you gonna do? Nothing. Do I gotta put the cam on for a second? You're not gonna do shit. No, nothing. Nothing.
Uh,
Nothing.
oh Lord Jesus,
Now I'm about to
Carmelita.
mute and listen.
Yeah.
Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. Nothing.
See, I was finna bring up
We
something
don't get
serious
past,
that I'm
bro.
going through. I've been fighting my cell phone, but I can't fight it no more.
You said, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm still getting over what just happened here. Uh, what? Okay, start over. I'm sorry.
I said, y'all doing that. I said, he doing that. And I said, I'm sitting here. I've been fighting myself for the past few days, but I can't do it no more.
What do
I'm
you
gonna
mean
have to
fighting
dismiss
yourself? What are you fighting yourself for?
because the the people next door to me, they got a lady. She got a lady and her boyfriend living in her basement. The lady got a helmet on. She's recovering from a stroke. She sits in this wheelchair in this garage all day and night
Ha. When you say
with
the
a blanket
neighbor
on.
next door to you, do you mean
Yeah,
in the apartment over or right next door,
right, connected to me.
where the man lives?
He don't live there no more. He been gone.
That's right. Okay. That's why. Okay. Go ahead. I got you. Go ahead.
But yeah, I said I thought she was trying to start a residential home. I still think she do because she kicked another slow dude out yesterday. They was arguing. She put his shit out in the yard.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, but I said,
Should I
I
be
said,
laughing? Should I
I said, I be seeing them in the garage, and I said she always got this blanket on. Girl, I was pulling out one day. She was sitting in the garage with them little like the felt throw rugs you use. You like when you covering up on the couch. She had one covering her whole head. I mean, it covered her. She looked like a red ghost sitting in a wheelchair in the garage. I had to take a picture because I was like, nobody would believe me if I said this.
I am
And
not
so,
supposed to be laughing.
I'm talking to her, and I'm telling her about the neighbor, and she was like, I said, I said, that's a shame they sit in that garage like that all the time. I said, it'd be hot out here. And she out there with this blanket on. Girl, that's when she broke down and told me everything. Said, I guess the girl was her friend, and the girl had a stroke, and she went into a coma, and they were home. And so she letting them stay in her basement. And I'm like, okay. But the woman's in a wheelchair. So I'm thinking, how the hell she get up the
So
stairs?
there's a woman in a wheelchair in the basement.
Yeah.
So how the fuck she get up and down the stairs?
You following me, okay? You there with me. So then she tells me, yeah, he keeps her down there, and she said, I think he be leaving her there by herself sometime, like when I'm at work. Well, I know I've seen him walk off by himself, and she damn sure ain't with him. Me and my son, we pull up in the driveway today, and we
Oh,
was just sitting in the truck. Girl, he come walking, he wave at us, we just wave back. He went and opened the garage, and the woman is sitting there in the damn garage. I'm
oh
like,
wow.
I'm like, oh my God. And then she told me that he ain't bathed this woman in over a month.
What? Oh, child. So you got some abuse, some elderly, not elderly
She,
abuse, some
yeah.
special
So
Abuse
I'm
is
needs.
like,
Not
understandable.
special needs. I
so
can't even
at
speak.
first I was like, I don't want to get involved, but then I'm like, I can't sit here and let this woman be suffering like this, you know? So I
Hold up.
finally said,
I'm trying not to
That's
laugh.
not,
But that
hey
shit
sis,
funny as
I've been
fuck.
saying I shouldn't be laughing. I'm not gonna laugh no more. Go ahead.
I don't care. I'm gonna laugh. That shit funny and fucked up.
I tell y'all, I live in the village of the damned. Y'all don't understand. I'm for real. I am for real.
So
But
the lady stuck downstairs in the wheelchair in the basement. They be leaving
oh,
her
and the
down
reason,
there, and she ain't had a bath in over a month. And he has
and
the
she
nerve
told,
to tell you.
no, she
Mhm.
did. The girl who actually lives there told me this. And so she was saying, and the reason he keep that blanket on her is because he don't put no pants on her. I'm
Oh
like, what?
God.
Talking
Somebody need to
about, she
call
said
somebody.
she said she asked him, why you don't bathe her? Now, mind you, the woman is, she done had this stroke. She's like basically a quadriplegic.
That is
Talking
wrong.
about she fights him. How?
How she fight him and she's a quad in a wheelchair?
And she's speaking baby talk. So,
Or no, no, no. You can have because my father was supposed to be a quadriplegic, but he had use of his upper body,
Yeah,
which made
sometimes
him
the upper body do be strong.
so she probably do be bite. Well, hell, if he ain't washing her ass and just mistreating, she probably is biting and fighting his ass.
Please
but
tell me
then
somebody called somebody on them.
wait a minute. So I've been trying to call all day. Why you called? Okay, first you Google it. They give you a number. You call. They talking about, oh, we have an higher than expected call volume. Can you wait 35 minutes? I'm like, no. What if somebody getting their ass beat right now?
They're gonna be getting their ass beat for at least 35 more minutes.
So
Yeah.
is there like a certain number that you looked up to call for that
So
certain
then wait a
situation,
minute.
or
Hold
did
on.
you just
I ain't
call
done. I ain't
911?
done. So then they got a thing on there that says, okay, well, if you don't want to call, you can text or chat. I hit that. They still talking about, oh, you still gotta wait 25 minutes. Okay, why do y'all have these different options?
Did you call
And
911?
For a welfare check,
Wait,
you
who
know
did you
what? That's
call?
what I told my son. I said, I think I might have to just break down and call 911 because that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
or kind of like the
And
non-emergency number, because 911,
yeah,
Oh no,
you might
I
get a
called
bill.
911. I'm like, he got this woman downstairs. She naked. He be having her outside with no clothes on. Be hitting her. I be making up all kind of shit.
and then I was like, I was talking to my sister in law in Hawaii, and now I'm like, I want to go out there because my brother's out to sea. She's at home with the two babies, and all of them got COVID.
Oh wow.
My sister in law, the 4-year old, and the soon to be 1-year old.
Uh,
Well, actually, the 4-year old, she feeling better now. she took a picture where she's smiling watching cartoons. And I'm
Lord
like,
have mercy.
you out in Hawaii and ain't shit I can do for y'all. But Instacart you some shit.
Yep, Instacart, Walmart, DoorDash,
You
Uber.
was like, oh, we okay. We got, I mean, Target. We got something from Target. I was like, okay, but y'all need something. Hell, it ain't like, it ain't like if they was in Virginia still and I could just drive or hop a,
They don't have no they don't have like support there.
ain't, ain't nobody there. They military. They don't have no family there.
I mean, I know they got friends or somebody they talk to or associate with or
We know a couple of people, but
somebody that just drive down there and put something on their porch.
I mean, I'm sure they probably do. But she sent me a picture of her and the baby was just, my niece, my poor baby, she was just laid out on her. She said she got
Oh
a fever and
no,
she was
they in the
tired.
military too. I know there's gotta be somebody come over there and help them out. Even if you gotta drop off a whole bunch of cleaning supplies or a whole bunch of juices or something on the
I'm
porch.
like, and you know me, you already know how I am about my nieces. I want to go out there, but hell, how the hell I'm gonna get out there? I'm
I don't
like,
know,
oh,
child. I don't know. But y'all got some of the messages that I sent y'all. I know I'll be when Friday night come, I'll be sending y'all stories. But y'all be sending me stories too in the chat. But I think I know why R.
and there
Kelly.
is something else I wanted to talk to you about after we get off.
Okay, that's cool. But y'all about the R. Kelly situation where he was up there talking about he's scared for his life. And I remember we was talking about that shit. He's scared
He
for his
probably
life.
is.
He's upset about the medical care he is not or is receiving up there.
You ain't
Now
gonna get
this
the
is
best top
about
care. He's not gonna. You're not gonna get that celebrity care like you thought you. No.
that's what I'm
You not
saying.
gonna
He
get
ain't
that
Martha
treatment.
Stewart. He ain't Martha. You ain't about to you
You
ain't
ain't
about
no
to get no
club
celebrity
girl.
care.
You finna get the basic, and I mean they barely
He
give you
get
an
less
aspirin
than
up in that bitch.
Medicaid recipients get better care than this motherfucker.
Right?
That's how it is in the prison
I'm
though.
telling you, I got an ex that was in the feds, and he caught COVID, and then had kidney cancer. He had to have a kidney removed while he was in prison. They was like, okay, you still ain't getting out early.
I know. Well, this motherfucker, you know how some people they trying to get out, trying to get out. Now, this we just heard about this phone call like a week or so ago, right? Then all of a sudden, it's all over the news trending that R. Kelly just about to get over 560 some $1,000 of royalty money from labels. Now, ain't that a coincidence?
Hell, he should. Why should he not?
I
I
mean,
ain't saying he shouldn't. I'm saying I'm sure
Bullshit.
he knew that shit was coming.
but you know what I say though?
That shit is in the
I,
truck. They ain't getting
they
shit.
they have those laws. Well, I don't know. I don't know how that works
I hope it's in
because
a trust.
They ain't getting shit.
I
It's in the
don't know
truck.
what is
I
Oh,
in,
if
think
it's
but
in a
I
trust,
that
then they
do
money
ain't
know.
getting
that
shit.
money
No.
finna go to his ex-wife for them kids for that back child support.
Oh, that ain't what they said,
Oh,
child.
No,
yes,
if
it
they
will.
put basically they putting it in the trust. So if
They
they put it in the
said,
trust, he
Ain't
ain't getting
nobody getting
shit.
shit.
And
from what
then
I read, they
I
said,
wonder if his victims get any of it.
Hell
from what
no.
I read, they said, listen, y'all, they said that he owes when he had got found guilty and all that whoop whoop whoop. They said that he was being fined like 500 some $1,000 for the victims. So
Man, fuck all that. I can't even get a judge evicted.
they
That
saying that
I'm
that
just saying.
monies, they said that that monies is
I'm
going to be for the victims.
See?
only.
And they said they don't know how much other royalties he get. They said, of course, it depends. You know, royalties depends on who buying your shit, who downloading, who uploading, who, you know what I mean? And so they can't say like if he gonna get this much money again later or how much it'll be. But for right now, it just seemed like a coincidence. Like he really, really cried from the jail, making phone calls and all kind of shit. uh, pleading, just pleading.
You're a human being.
Somebody to
What
give a
was the
fuck
fire
about
truck
his
just
medical
driving
care
around?
here. Because I know he knew about that money and he probably trying to really get out so he can get a hold to that money and then not go to somebody else because that motherfucker ain't got shit.
And most people was happy about that shit, and that ain't even cool. But
Happy about which part?
we got a judge down here in Texas right now that was head of a fucking traffic and sex ring, but we don't hear shit
Hold on,
about
most
that.
people happy about which part?
Kel doing the extra suffering, but hell, hold on. Let me tell you this though, real quick, because this I love my brother, no doubt, but he wrong was wrong and right is right. But peep
Right.
this out. I bet y'all don't know about
Yeah,
this.
wrong is wrong.
No, but peep this out though. Don't ain't nobody saying shit about this funky ass doggone sheriff down here that's been in 3 to 4 fucking damn counties that's in between where I'm at, less than an hour away, hour and a half away, who've over the years, he finally eventually got his monkey ass caught up because he was fucking a doggone me minor. On top of that, they had this son of a bitch in all them different counties. He was specifically trained in crisis situations where children were getting abused and women getting all that. And his motherfucker was over here raping and molesting the underage motherfucking goddamn victims of the same goddamn crime that they was already dealing with. This really, but they don't
That's
say
why
shit.
they need to be
They
under.
gave that motherfucker
There's a
25 to
lot of
life.
people out here who
They
ain't
gave him
have that.
25 to life.
There's a lot of people out here who deserve to be under the jail.
I'm
Or
telling you, didn't get life. They gave him
sit
25
right
to
next to
life.
this motherfucker. It's a
25
lot
to
of
life.
people.
But how is the hell that he can go to three to four different counties in the biggest state in the dock? As far as I'm supposed to, stars and bright, big at night, deep in the heart of Texas. How the hell can he go to damn the 3 to 4 different damn counties to do the same shit?
Because even if he get fired, if he still got his license, he can still go.
That's
If
just
But
like
they
guess what?
need
He
to
ain't
let
going nowhere else for the next 25 years, sis. To life. He's done.
that's
no,
how
but I'm
they do
saying that's
with
how he was able to do that. If he
that's
got
the
fired
same
from
thing they
one,
do
if he
with
got fired
priests.
from one sheriff department, he can go. That's why when these cops get arrested and stuff, that's why people say take their license from them
Yeah,
because
Fucking
they
cops,
can
right.
get fired
priests,
from here. They can somebody
teachers,
can get fired from Omaha police and go out to La Vista and still
Basically.
work.
it's amazing. Like the priest, like that was a big thing. I don't know if they ever changed it, but yeah, y'all know how the priests they would do something to some kids. They want to
Yeah,
keep
they
it
move
in
into
house,
another
and
parish.
then the
Another
priest would go
parish.
somewhere else to another parish or something, go to another church or
They
whatever.
be allowing that shit.
The same thing with cops. They would go to another precinct. Same thing with teachers. They would go to another school district. Like I don't know what it's gonna take for them to when they do some shit like that, stop them dead in their tracks.
My generation
They
wasn't
have to
You know
work
fucking.
what
at
I'm about to
motherfucking
do?
McDonald's
I'm
for
about
the
to
rest
call
of
My
their
you.
life.
generation wasn't fucking their teachers like the teachers fucking them now.
If they was fucking their teachers, didn't hear about it.
Especially the old ones with the class. Because most of our teachers had class.
That's why you fail. I'm
Actually,
sorry.
we didn't really have too many. I don't know as far as male teachers, at least not around
I knew
Northwest.
some. I call that nigga out.
Nathan
He went out to
Hale.
Boys Town. Everybody know about D
Mm-mm.
Brown. Everybody know about Coach D Brown. I think he dead too. He was
Only
already
teacher
right.
that was actually cute, and that was in middle school, was Mr. Goolsby, and that was a tall ass
This
white
dusty
man.
ass. Yeah, Goofy.
I
Nathan Hale,
couldn't say
man.
none of my teachers was.
Me neither.
Exactly.
But y'all wasn't Nathan
I
Hale
actually, you know what? I take that back in third grade. Mr. Peterson, when I came back to
Ooh,
public school, Mr.
go ahead,
Peterson,
Mr. Peterson.
I thought he was a cute white man.
He became a principal with that hole in his natural.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
Because if he became a principal at the time,
I know he was a teacher at Saratoga at the time.
that if you talking about the one that was our principal in Wakanda back in the day, that motherfucker had a head like what's that man name from the
No,
Shark Tank?
I think I know who you talking about, and I did not.
What's that man name?
He was there my first year up at Wakanda, and I did not like
Oh yeah,
him.
so you know Mr. P, huh?
I did not like
He
me and
had
him
that
did not
pass for
get
your
along.
ass. He said you one of them roguish ass Kirksey girls. I got something for your ass.
And that's all right. And I showed my ass with him every day, and
See, now,
still kept my job.
Double check, giving out last
I call her ass trouble in the land.
Exactly. Did your family go up there?
Yep.
No, I ain't even bother them with that.
She was just that hard. I'm telling you, that nigga was roguish since we were first, say, third grade. I'm trying to tell you, the original gangsterist of the Omaha Public School District. Showing up. And we ain't gonna talk about
my
we ain't gonna talk
grandmama
about the jump
known
off
throughout
queen.
APS
We
for
ain't gonna
being
talk about the I ain't gonna say no name, but the jump off queen, aka Taz. I mean, my bad. What's her name? I'm trying to remember this sister.
First of all, back to R. Kelly. Okay, so R. Kelly is set to have a six-figure check for royalties seized as part of prosecutors' attempt to collect on money owed to his victims, according to court documents. Out of the $500,000 that is due to the victim, so far only $27,000 has been collected from Kells. So again, that money is $567,444.19 from music publishing royalties is about to go to the victims. They ain't think about that damn child support he owed them damn kids.
What about that $1 million that they put on your Social Security card after the
Shit. That nigga was trying to get out of jail. They trying to kill me in here. I want to die.
I mean, they could. I mean, you think about it though. I mean, which to me, honestly, I don't honestly. I know how I would feel. It would kind of be like really fucked up because is it really worth? Well, then again, take that back. Certain crimes or penalties are worth death. Certain crimes are worth a death penalty. Certain. And he's no exemption for that. If that was the case, then instead of just dragging him on down a little bitty, what you call it, rabbit hole, Alice in the Wonderland rabbit hole shit. Well, if that's the case, then why we just didn't go ahead and give him an early demise and get it done?
There is people in jail every day who ain't getting proper care because he's
what I'm saying is that if he's into this shit,
because he's a celebrity, he just think he's supposed to get special.
What care is he trying to get? What does he need?
Well, okay, because he had hurt his leg and he had like blood clots and all kind of things going on.
Get a nigga aspirin. That's a blood thinner.
Okay, listen.
What if he was in another country?
Okay, my thing is
I'm just saying.
I understand that they don't get like maybe the best care in jail. I also understand that if I go to jail today, you ain't got to tell me what to expect. I know the food is trash. I know people fight you. They try to kill you. I know the guards do things to you. I know you don't get the proper medical care. I know. I mean, it's
you don't get the proper shit.
There's so many things that can go wrong in jail. It's not.
If I was in guards, I walk past this cell every day. Now you tripped in the cell, right?
It's not a fairy tale. And that's one thing I've always told my sons when they was coming up. I said, if y'all do this, that, and that, and then y'all end up going to prison and somebody bust y'all new asshole, don't call me crying. I made sure I kept it real straight with my boys.
I tell mine all the time. You do the crime, you doing the time. You did it by yourself, you doing the time by yourself.
Y'all think this shit in these movies is like fake or something? Like this shit really happens in jail.
What if I fucked up and I want to learn my lesson?
But what lesson do you think this motherfucker learned?
Who?
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly?
No, he was saying, bro was saying in general. I get what you're saying.
Because that motherfucker didn't learn no lessons. Like I said, you left that asshole out today, and he gonna be at McDonald's tomorrow. Just like he was at McDonald's when he got out of jail that one time when he got bonded out. Where did he go to throw it up in people's face? He went straight to McDonald's and ordered him a Big Mac, a layer fish, quarter pounder French fry, icicle milkshake sundae, and a motherfucking apple pie.
Well, shit, he didn't have that shit.
Once again, I still got Chester Molester that lives less than 2 blocks from me.
Okay, well, turn his ass in then.
Oh, why didn't turn him in? He's already on the list.
His ass in then.
But no, what I want to do to him, they will prosecute me for it. So that all that turning in, that ain't gonna do shit. He's already registered.
I'm sorry. It's hard for me to compare somebody who's been doing this for over 30 years. And even married.
Sexual assault, whether it was 30 years or 3 minutes.
And even
but you know what?
A little kid.
I blame society. I blame society.
Exactly.
And you know what? Because think about it. And let's I mean, for real, let's break this shit down. Because I mean, if we're gonna break it down, let's break it down. R. Kelly been telling us from day motherfucking one what
The
he was
age
doing
ain't nothing
in
but
his
a
music.
number.
She got a point.
Talking about seems
Going
like you
down ain't
ready.
nothing but a
And
thing.
then he gonna produce Aaliyah's album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, and then he hiding around the corner peeking at her on the cover.
And then he married kids, got them on his tour buses. Like you,
You, I
14,
mean, come on.
15, you
He
on
and
tour
Yeah, he
buses,
seemed like he's
touring
the
around
most
the
sexy
world,
person on
having
the
sex with kids on your tour bus. I mean, like,
and then do
you
you
be
ever
on
remember
that.
on the the Bump and Grind remix? Remember he was like, I like them 18 and older or 16 and younger.
Yep. And when
Can
they
I
That
ask you a
asked him,
nigga,
question?
what age do you think? What, and he was like, well, what was that question they asked him, Karma Diva?
he said, "Do you like teenage girls?" He's like, when you say teenage, what you mean teenage? How
What age
old?"
range you talking about?
Can I
Teray
ask a
was
question?
like, teenage, meaning
Is
under 20. Anything under 20.
And he
is
didn't
he the,
answer, did he?
is he the worst that ever did his crime? I was just wanting to know. That's all. I'm just asking for a
Is
friend.
he the one that what?
I said the crime that he's been convicted of, is he the worst one to ever commit that?
Oh,
Well,
probably not.
who else do
Probably
you
not.
know that has
But
been
they
for over
making an
30
example of him
years
because,
sleeping
and
with
then
kids
see, and
and
my
marrying
problem with
them
it
and
is
paying
this
off
is not, he's not the first
Woody
person.
Allen,
on?
No, I
He's
was
not
just
the first
asking.
person to do this. This has been
Elvis
going on in the
He
music
ain't
business
the
since
first,
music
and he probably
has
ain't gonna be
been
the
going
last.
Presley.
on.
He ain't the
He's
first,
wrong.
and he probably ain't gonna be the last.
But they trying to make an example of him. That's all they did. They made an example, just like I mean, and think about it. Jerry Lee Lewis married his 13-year-old fucking cousin.
But you know what? They not only did they
Uh,
try to make an example out of
they
him,
put, but then
but
they put Chuck Berry in prison for screwing white girls. But that's because
but
he
you know,
violated the Mann Act and carried her across the state
Why was
line,
just
even though
asking?
she
I mean,
lied.
but you know what? Not only are they maybe trying to make an example out of him, but how would they make an example out of him if it wasn't people all throughout the community pushing it?
Well,
So
Exactly.
when you compare him and say, well, what about the nigga down the street? Or what about this dude? Or what about that dude? It takes more than police sometimes for people to get convicted for those type of crimes. You can say, well, what about this person? What about that person? But if it ain't a whole lot of people behind it and pressuring them people, because he wouldn't be in jail right now if it wasn't for the Lifetime series, if it wasn't for all these people speaking to all these in
Talking
these
about mute
interviews,
R.
if it
Kelly.
wasn't for, I mean, he would still be out here right now.
y'all honestly believe that that man would be out
So
here still committing those type of things?
he was doing it when he got arrested. What did he find? What did they find in his homes, bro?
I don't know what they find. What did they find in his home? That's
Oh
Yeah,
what.
what
well,
did they find?
well,
I'm just asking. I honestly don't. I don't. I didn't heard so much about Kelly did this is dick,
they
and piss,
found,
So I don't know what the hell they found.
they found
Besides,
footage.
besides that infamous video,
They found footage. Not
what
only,
I mean,
well, go ahead,
and he was in those charges. He was acquitted of those.
but that's okay. So
That's all I
y'all
was
ain't really
asking. I
been
don't
following.
know.
Y'all ain't really been following. Okay.
No, I've been
He had
following, but not
over.
like that.
Okay, let me answer the question though. He
Oh,
had
go ahead.
he had video footage of a whole bunch of underage people that he done slept with over the years up until the time he got arrested this time around 5-6 years ago.
Oh well, I mean, if they
Like
okay.
you still fucking little kids and you still recording that shit.
Well, if he did that, if he honestly, no, I'm just saying, if he honestly did that, then yeah,
They took out
what he's
bags
dealing
and
with.
bags and bags and duffel bags and suitcases full of
Yeah, okay,
motherfuckers.
well, that's not cool. That's what I'm saying. That well,
I'm
yeah,
like,
certain things, yeah, he deserved that. If that's what he's have to deal with, his punishment. What
but
I'm
my
saying is
thing
that
is,
if
it's
that's his
different.
punishment, sis, if that's his punishment, won't everybody just let that linger as his punishment? Because I mean, eventually they're going to get every day anything that he gets, even if they don't get it now. The lawyers are tied up to a point to where even if he's dead and gone, that his
I
assets
just
will
hate
be
how people
forfeited.
minimize what he did as if I get the fact that everybody knows somebody who's done something to a child. some of the people, some people really believe that they don't know nobody or there's nobody in their family
Oh, well,
anywhere who
that's
does
some
Yeah,
something.
that's
dead.
bullshit.
There's some people who even believe that shit,
Because
and
everybody got a
I'm like, they
cousin
just ain't
Robert or Aunt Lucy that you keep
they
the
just
kids
ain't
away from.
it's somebody in every family, black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian,
Most, yeah,
Mexican,
most.
Chinese, African. I mean, hell, in Africa, in some places, the men got to sleep with the little girls, the husbands, before they even sell them off to somebody. Like, I mean, they got to get them ready. They want to bust
Gotta
that
be
cherry
the
first.
flower.
They want to deflower them and tell them it's out of love, before somebody else.
That's their tribal tradition.
So it's
We
certain,
talk
yeah,
about right now.
certain situations where this shit goes on in all different nationalities. So I'm not saying that if there's somebody else who deserves to be in jail, they shouldn't be in jail. But sometimes it takes a lot of effort to get certain people in jail. And for us not to say that this man was a monster,
No, I'm not gonna say that neither.
I agree. When people call him a monster, he will still be doing this shit to the day he died. I believe that.
Well, here's the thing with me.
And
Honestly,
flying people around and having his entourage stopping little girls in concerts and picking little girls up from McDonald's. I believe he would still be doing
what I'm
that
saying
shit.
is this. He shouldn't be the only one. Who enabled him to do that?
I know,
That's
But
all
bro.
see,
I'm
It should be his
okay, and
whole
see
entourage. It should be
his manager
everybody.
was one.
It's
His
him.
manager admitted he used to go to
I'm
malls and
saying
shit and
is
get the girls for him.
no,
But
And
but
not
I
because
only
know
he
his
right.
turned against
entourage,
it, because he testified against him, he didn't get charged.
but you know
Right,
what,
right.
bro? Not only his entourage,
And I
his
say the same
Basically,
wife.
thing about his
What's that
ex-wife,
wife's name again? What's her name again?
them bitch
Andrea.
ass niggas
Okay,
I
was
said that
involved.
bitch, and that's I had said from the beginning that bitch was not a victim; she was a volunteer
Right.
until
All them
they
motherfuckers
started
was
handing down
involved.
them indictments, and then it was like, oh, let me
Yeah,
be a
when niggas
victim
got to
because
get to
I'm not going to
football,
go to
man.
jail with him.
Yeah, the niggas get to
Yeah.
talking.
not
All them
only
niggas
them,
was involved.
not only them, but we talking managers, we talking about lawyers, we talking about
Like I
even
said,
other
why is
celebrities.
he the only one taking the
We
heat?
talking about other celebrities. Like, do you know how many celebrities have said they came to his house and saw little girls running around the house, little girls locked up in rooms?
Right. And so why the fuck didn't they
They
say something
saw
then?
this shit and they turned the eye.
They
Celebrities.
made millions off of them songs.
So
Thank
yeah, a
you.
lot of people should be locked up right next to his ass.
But
I
they
don't
made millions
understand
off
why
and
they're
then pulled
not.
their catalog.
I
They know
don't.
what they
They
did,
made
son.
their money.
That's the only thing I'm saying. I'm
Right.
saying don't put unjustifiable actions with a justifiable consequence. If by nature will correct itself. Honestly, with okay, I ain't gonna say if Kels did it. Okay, that's what everybody will say. Okay, Kels did it, right? Okay, he did it. So what he did was his actions and his repercussions and consequences is for his actions. So since he was pissing on little girls and fingering little boys' booty holes and doing all that old nasty, freaky,
Hitting on them
sadistic,
and
all
all
this
kind
other
of other
shit.
stuff. Yeah.
Since he was doing all this extra shit, right? Once again,
This
why is it that he's the only one
That's what
that
I
is
don't
being
understand.
prosecuted? And I'm not talking about
because
just his managers.
all of
I'm talking about the
I'm talking about
police and
stars because they
I
detectives.
talk.
don't
I'm,
understand. Like that one police officer who didn't take that girl's ID. I mean, it's a lot of people.
that's because he was involved too, because he was getting his tea bag.
I don't,
Thank you.
bro. I always said from day
So
one
they
that
all
a lot
fucking
of people
guilty,
should be
man.
in jail.
Even that
But I,
funky ass who
especially
smell
his
like corn
fucking
chips,
wife,
the prosecutor.
because I
She
remember
guilty
hearing
too.
interviews from back in the day when they would say she was involved with sleeping with them too, and this and that. So
Yeah,
how you gonna all of a sudden you don't know nothing
I always
But
said
in your house,
everybody
in your
knows something
motherfucking
about
house?
that man. If everybody, and I don't, because I don't want to interrupt. I want to enjoy this with y'all, this conversation. But on the strength of those, everybody that had any knowledge,
yeah.
everybody or anybody that has crossed that man's path and have witnessed it,
Okay.
anybody and everybody that has accepted that, oh, that's what he was doing, but didn't want to say, oh, yep, I knew it. They are just as equally guilty.
But you know what,
Because
bro?
I'm
When
telling you,
he
I
got
just
arrested this time, I really, really thought, like, okay, with Aaliyah now, Everybody knew he was fucking her when she was like 15 years old.
Well, it
And
was.
when
I
he
didn't know
married
how
her,
old she was. I could have
everybody
sworn
knew.
that nigga was about our age. I thought that nigga might have been
I
maybe
thought
a
he
few
was.
years older than we was. Like I
No,
thought.
that nigga was damn near 25. But,
No,
but,
he was
but what
I
I'm
didn't
27
know.
saying
when
is
he married
everybody
her.
knew. Everybody in his camp, everybody knew. And they didn't do anything. They arrested him. They charged him with the little girl in '08. Everybody knew. They didn't arrest
And
nobody
where
else.
was her
I
uncle?
just
Where was
knew.
Aaliyah's uncle? I said, where was her uncle? He was the one that introduced them.
Hold on. Let me finish my
Where was her mom and daddy at?
Oh,
let
my
me finish
bad.
my comment,
I didn't know.
please. When they arrested him again, the second, third, whatever time, the last time, I just knew that they were going to get a whole bunch of people because with Aaliyah, nobody said anything. In '08, he got off because the parents wouldn't let her testify. And everybody knew. This time around, when it happened in 2017, I just knew that they would get a whole bunch of other people from the camp. Managers, whatever, maids, cooks, chefs, chauffeurs. I just knew that he would not be the only one going down. And it's been
There's an
years.
interview with a
I don't
housekeeper of
understand
his,
why.
his nutritionist.
I
She
don't
said she was
understand.
there every day. And you know how Andrea talking about she didn't have no money and Robert controlled the money. And she said, no. She said, Drea was there. And that little girl was there.
And she was
And
saying she didn't hear nothing in the
she
house.
said Drea told her that was her goddaughter. Sparkle's niece. She told the nutritionist that Sparkle's niece was her goddaughter. And she said she needed some money to go to the store to get something for their diet. And Drea opened her purse up, credit cards, and she said it had to be about $500-600 in $100 bills in her purse. Mm-hmm. And she handed her like $200-300. So here you go.
Yep.
So that's how I know that bitch is alive.
Yeah, and then the other time she would say she didn't hear or see anything. Like people were saying,
yeah,
he had all these rooms, that big ass house, and he had different girls in different rooms, and you didn't hear anything.
You're talking about people knocking and stomping and shit, and see, and that's why I say this. I know there are victims. I know there are, just like with Bill Cosby, just like they tried to do with Tiger Woods, but Tiger's was all consensual. But anyway. All these motherfuckers just came out of the woodwork at the same time. I don't want to I don't believe everybody's story. I just say that. I just don't believe everybody's story.
Well, not all of them came out the woodwork at the same time. They might have did like the Lifetime story together because it was a TV show, but a lot of them came out at different times. If you go back and you really do the timeline and do the history on each victim, they didn't just all pop up. Oh, he raped me too. I mean,
one girl that okay, and it's two of them I think are, when I say stupid as fuck, and I'm saying this is me. You can put the disclaimer up. I don't give a shit. But the two I think is stupid as fuck is that Miss Kitty, who was 33 years old, bitch, you done quit your job, left your kids, and moved to Chicago with this nigga.
Speak on it.
That was crazy.
And then the little girl, Geronda Page.
Yeah.
She met him at his trial.
I know.
In 08.
That's because he put that mule on her ass.
Thought he was innocent too, but she was a kid. She was a kid, but she really thought he was innocent.
Okay, but she needed a mama to slap her.
Girl, you saw the story. Her mama was like, she was one of those kids who could get out of school, who could skip school. She would lie to her mom, say I'm here, say I'm there. I mean, I can't fault the mama. Hell, I did that shit when I was younger. There was plenty of times I told my mama I was here and I was really there.
Shit, not my parents. My parents, even though they was at Campbell Soup, they still knew what the fuck I was doing.
I mean, you just one of them random ones. But everybody was doing that shit, skipping school at somebody's house, at their nigga house, and they supposed to be here, spend a night here.
I didn't want to skip school. Why? All my friends was at school. Why the fuck I'm gonna be at home by myself?
People, that's why I said you one of the, there's always one. Okay, but a lot of people did that shit. It wasn't like uncommon for people to lie to their parents and say they was somewhere where they're not. I mean,
No, I get that, but I
I
mean,
was finished.
at what point does personal accountability come in? Yes, he was the adult. He was wrong across the board.
Yeah, he ain't shit for that. That nigga ain't shit for that. Real talk. If he that honestly,
Right.
that's he
Across the board, he was wrong for that. Period.
goddamn
But
right.
well,
where
when
does
it comes to
personal accountability
accountability,
come
but
in?
you can say a lot of parents should have probably been more accountable for their children, but there is no excuse when it comes to a grown ass man sleeping with a kid. I'm not putting no
And that's what
accountability.
I said. He wrong across the
He has to
board.
take accountability for his own actions. Now you can
But
blame
these fast ass little
you can blame
girls
the
need
daddy,
to take accountability too.
you can
Because
blame
they out there waving their asses in these men faces. And
Exactly.
then
but
shit
who's the
happen. And
grown
then they
up?
want to get
All that
upset.
bullshit.
But who's the grown up? That's what it all comes down to.
Nah.
That shit ain't gonna never hold up in
Accountability,
court.
though.
Oh, well, these little girls knew better. They knew they shouldn't be fucking no 25, 30,
So
35
her
years.
mama, so her mama
It's
didn't
all
tell
gonna
her
come
that she.
down to the man, to the grown up, the woman, or the
Oh yeah,
man.
he ain't shit for that. He's not shit for that. Hell no.
I mean, we can blame the kids. I mean, hell, I know people who was in relationships with people who was older than them. It was like a thing back in the day.
Sis, well, I didn't
Who had the
even if I
coolest? Who had
did
the coolest older boyfriend with the best whip, the
50,
best
60
cars,
year old
own
sister that
crib?
she
I
thought
mean,
was
that was like a thing
all
to
that
some people back in the day. But when it all boils down to it, who's the grown up? I mean, that's where all the majority of the blame has to lie. They're grown.
Now,
They know
I'll
right.
say this.
They know they can go to prison.
As far as I know, there was only 2 or 3 that was real young, which is still fucked up. But the rest of them 16, 17,
Yeah, most of them
they
was
knew what the
like
fuck they was doing.
most of them
exactly.
was 15 or 16. Most of them. Yeah.
They knew what
If
the
you
fuck
can,
they were doing.
if
It
you
don't
can
matter though.
tell,
It don't
if
matter
you
though.
It
can
do
tell, if
matter.
you
And
can
it comes
tell,
down to the grown up. That's what it comes
if
down
you can tell the world, what I'm saying is that if, especially a minor or whatever, if you can describe the anatomy of no matter if they're famous or an unknown homeless man on the corner from Timbuktu, if you can say or speak on anything about their anatomy and all the measurements add up, then of course you're gonna get caught up.
And if any girl, like, bro, if a girl came up to you today and she's 15 and just shake it all up in your face and your ass and just damn near try to put it on a platter,
I'm gonna bat the piss out of her.
and you did it, I'm just saying. But you
I'm
took
gonna
the
bat
bait.
the piss out
I'm
of her.
just saying, if you took the bait, you can't go to jail and say, but she knew what
Nah,
she was
man.
doing. She knew I was too old.
Even then, at that age,
I mean,
sis, I didn't.
now it's
No,
the
I know.
grown up has the responsibility lies with the grown up.
I'm not doing it. For one, I'm not gonna even entertain myself because how can a
And I
15
know
year
you
old?
wouldn't, bro, but I'm just
I'm
saying.
just saying, even at that age, sis, at
Kids know
15,
better.
I wanted some. Actually, at 15, I was liking the older women. I liked the one with the zoom,
And
zoom,
see,
zoom, and the boom,
I
boom.
like the older guys too. I didn't like I mean, I did date
But
some
it
guys
was
who
a
were around
difference
my
though.
age,
So anybody that was at least honestly, if you were more than 8 to 10 years older than me, I couldn't. After that, I know because you a little bit you because you're like my older brothers in them ages. I can't. That's their girlfriend.
and
They'll
it's
be looking at
only
me
like if you
side
were
eye.
16 and you met a girl who was 25 or 26. I mean, it's the same thing.
Been
Yeah,
there, done that. But I
you
ain't gonna
might
say no
know you're
names.
supposed to be having sex with no grown ass woman, and you
Been
did
there,
it.
done that. I ain't gonna say
But
no
who's gonna
names.
go to jail? She's gonna go to jail. Why? Because that's where the responsibility lies.
But they ain't in jail. If that was the case, then I wasn't gonna press no charges. Fuck
And
that.
see, I've been with a older guy too, and I didn't press no charge. My
I'm
mom
just saying. I mean, that's
to leave me alone when she found out. See,
hey.
so now who's to blame? I could be the one to blame because I knew he was too old. My
Well,
mother
look,
could be the one to
hey,
blame because she just
because
said, "Look, stay the fuck away from my daughter." And one thing about it, she didn't have hardcore proof that
they
we were
knew
doing
the
anything because
arithmetic
I
with the number.
lied. Other people were saying we was together, but I lied. So she didn't have
I'm
hardcore
borderline.
proof, but she knew that we liked each other.
Okay.
So she's like, I'm nip this right in
Hey,
the bud. But if
Oh,
anybody was to get in trouble, like for real, it would be him.
I told my father everything, so I guess.
But I was a sneaky little shit.
Yeah, yeah, everybody. We were all with some heathens,
Everybody
all
had
of
no
us.
shit. I didn't have
Oh,
shit. From
everybody.
family to
I
friends,
know I was a heathen. No, I had to keep
everybody
a
I
lot of
knew
shit to
in my
myself.
hood, we all did most of the same shit.
I couldn't. Then most of the
You
old
had
know
somebody
me.
here and there who might have been a little nerdy, like I ain't
Most, I
I
ain't gonna
was
say
a good
100, but
girl
I'll say
till I
about
graduated.
90. I'll say 98.5% of the old no, nah, nigga, you ain't. If you was with that, that's because I didn't have no knowledge of it, and it was had to be after me or long, and it wasn't long too before me because we was all in damn near elementary by then. So you got
It
like
was hard not to get in shit from where I was
shit.
from. It was
I
hard
don't do no
because
Sharon ain't
everybody
caring.
was doing some fuck shit when we was growing up. You could just walk out the door. Where y'all going? We going over here to do this. Okay. I
I
mean,
ain't telling y'all niggas shit. I
it's
just
like
do.
everybody was always on some fuck shit. Not saying that we was just horrible kids.
Y'all was
We just
horrible
got
kids.
into shit. And then you know how, what do they call those kids? Those turnkey kids where you come home
Latchkey
with your
kids.
parent latchkey kids, you come home, your parents gone. Of
What,
course they be like,
what was
okay,
the name of them damn kids
don't
that
let
went to that
nobody in
one
the house,
school?
lock the
But
door,
see,
you know.
Who was
I
all
couldn't
turned?
have done shit in my neighborhood because literally the block I lived on when I lived on 37th Street growing up, directly across the street from me was two aunts. They were sisters. And then next door to the one aunt was her daughter. Up the street was her son. And then my daddy grew up with 5 or 6 people on the block too.
37 to
So
what?
I I grew up between Sprague and Spalding, right down the street from
And I
North.
grew up around my
Oh,
family too, and we was all in some shit. So
God,
I mean, like I said, there's always one.
bro.
But I grew up where I grew up. It was just a lot of it was people just doing all kind of shit. I mean,
And see, my uncle, he was a big ass West Indian
selling
dude.
cars,
Uncle
selling
Leon was like six
drugs.
foot nine,
I
three
mean,
hundred pounds,
Drinking
big
beer.
ass dude. And he was our neighborhood watch. He would either sit on the porch or in his truck.
For sure.
And big
oh,
dark
we had
skinned
the
dude.
signs. We had the
And
neighborhood watch
That's all.
signs, but shit,
That's all.
he wasn't no official neighborhood watch, but he would sit out there and you wouldn't know he was out there unless he lit a cigarette or said something to you.
He was smoking a cigarette.
see y'all stayed in a really nice part of the hood.
Yeah, right.
I
Yeah,
have to
you
say
know
that.
what?
I
That
have
she
to say
is
y'all
right
stayed in a really nice
because I
part of
think
the hood. But where I stayed,
I'm gonna
shit.
say because wasn't that Uncle Clyde that owned that block, and wasn't that Uncle Young, wasn't that Uncle Clyde DeSager, Mr. Youngblood that owned that block
Mm-mm,
on what you talking about, sis? Or was it 30?
no,
Or was it which block is the one Jim's the dusty ass is on right off of Ames?
that's on 38.
Jim,
Okay,
yeah, that's 38.
That's
Yeah,
38.
okay,
right.
no. Okay, so old man on that dog. Okay, so you was on the block behind him between on the other side of the
No,
Seventh Day
I was
Adventist block.
down. We was right off the bike trail. I
The
lived
bike.
right around the block from St. Mark and down the street from 37th Street Church.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You was down in them. Okay, in them parts, in
Yeah.
them regions.
Is it
Right.
St. Mark's, the school behind North? That's the name of it, right?
No, St.
Oh,
Mark's
it's
is a
across
church.
Paxton Boulevard. It's south. It's
Yeah, right
actually
on
Oh,
south of
Paxton
Paxton
Boulevard.
Boulevard.
okay. I'm thinking of the church right there behind North High before you get to Jim's.
Oh, I know that church you talking about. I don't know what that's
That's
called,
that
but
old 7 Day Adventist church. Used to be a
Yeah,
7 Day
okay,
Adventist church.
yeah,
yep.
yeah,
That
yeah.
brown brick church. That's the one I thought
Yeah,
you were talking about.
been there for
It's
centuries.
been there
Been there
forever. Forever.
ever since
And
Forever.
you know
almost
Jim's is
all been
closed
built.
now. I gotta call my sister-in-law and figure out why.
They burned down, remember?
No.
Yeah, it caught fire.
When?
Like a couple of weeks ago, like a month or so. It wasn't that long.
You said that church?
No, Jim's Rib Haven. It
Rib
caught
Right,
Haven.
James did, yeah, because I know my brother Stan was like, damn, because he used to like they peach cobbler. He didn't really too
yeah,
much
it
fuck
caught
with that.
fire, but they fixing
Was
it
it
up. So
intentional?
I don't
Yeah,
know
they
because
didn't know
me and the kids have rolled past there, and that's their family. They cousin on that. So
which
we have
one?
rolled past there, huh?
Which one?
Rib Haven.
Rib Haven, the
No, I'm
one.
saying which cousin.
Oh.
Cousin Vet and cousin C
Gotcha.
Thompson.
No, I got you. You
Yeah,
ain't got to say all the names. I know what you're talking about.
but
Girl,
yeah,
last
Just
time I
because
went,
I ain't related don't mean I don't know niggas.
no. But
they
yeah,
ain't like
and
they
we
used.
rode by and I seen it was board. It was like boarded up and this, and I was like, what the
Food
fuck?
is not like it used to be. Whatchamacallit, bills ain't like it used to be.
Bill sure ain't like it used to
I
be.
swear, I swear,
I
I never
still
go.
love they
It
I
ain't
ain't
sauce.
like
been
what
I
they
still
used to
love
disappointed
hit,
Bill
in a
sauce.
man.
long time because I was so disappointed in gyms. Like I gave them two chances within like a 4 month span. It was just trash. When you get home and you just throw your shit in the trash,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
I'm
Oh no,
trash.
telling
I
And
you,
ain't.
ever
that's
since
how it
that,
was with
Now
bills
see, my
too.
thing, but see, with me, I always called ahead, and if my sister in law was working or one of the cousins,
who's your
Well, who's
sister-in-law?
your sister-in-law? Well, who's the white lady that be there all the time?
oh yeah. Anyway,
Oh,
um,
who's your sister-in-law?
Kalisha,
Is she like related to
Okay,
somebody there? Why you say, "Oh, never mind"? Like, is she?
because you know, no, because so you knew my big sister and rest her soul, Natalie.
probably. Well, you
That,
know what
that
they,
Natalie worked. Nat had worked there for years.
you know what,
She
it was
was
a
a
lot of
Henderson.
people.
She was a Vine. Actually, she was married to my boy, rest his soul, Lester Vine, old school. Used to
Oh,
sing.
Les, that's the homie. Oh,
No, not from. I ain't talking about from 38th. I'm talking about Big Lester Vine. He used to sing for. He used to be the front singer for Front Row Band, and that's one of
yeah,
the
he
other
passed
Vine.
away.
Yeah, like years ago, he had a heart attack back in '98.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, big bro. Yeah, he was married to my sister, my big sister, Natalie Henderson.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Nat used to work at Bill's for years.
Bills was
She
Oh,
the
at
shit back
Bill's.
in the
Oh, I
day.
thought you said at gyms. That's why I was like,
no, she was at Bill's.
Yeah, Bills
okay.
used to be the shit. After
Now see,
Skeets
down at
kind of fell
Bill's,
off,
my sister's, I mean, my niece's cousin used to work down there. Key, she was down
Guaranteed
there
she knew.
forever. Huh?
Guaranteed she knew her.
yeah, I
Guaranteed
think
she
they
knew her.
should open
Oh,
up
I'm
another
sure.
Skeets. I think they should open up another Skeets.
No, Skeets is disgusting. Ugh.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think they
because
should
you see,
really
they
open
decided.
up another one, and somebody needs to get that original recipe.
Skeets and Gates, you can keep them both.
Man,
So well,
but I
sir,
say
I'm
that
gonna tell
about
you this.
Jim's and Bills. That shit is trash. And I'm
All that
sorry
shit
if
trash,
anybody,
man.
y'all
Y'all
hear
ought to
me
be
talk shit.
ashamed of
Okay, it is
yourself.
what it is. No, bro, when you come here, you try both of them.
No,
I want you
that's
to
some
do a
nigga
what do you
shit.
call it?
If they
Come
ain't
a
got beef, I
mukbang.
can't fuck with you.
I
Yeah,
want you
yeah.
to do no, bro. I want you to do a mukbang. I want you to do a mukbang on Skeets. I mean on
Yeah.
Jim's, and I want you to do a mukbang on Bills.
Neither one of them. I'm not.
If
I
they
don't
ain't
need
got
neither
beef,
one
I
of them.
can't fuck with you.
Yeah, real
They got
talk.
beef. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know
saying.
about Bills,
Yeah, they beef or pork. I mean, they got beef or pork.
Why
Yeah,
would
Rip
you
Haven
have to
had
do
beef.
that?
yeah, Bills got beef or pork.
Why would you even speak pork in my language?
I'm just saying that shit. I'm
I
just
don't
being
even
honest.
know. I'm not
That's why
fucking
I
with that
cook my
pork.
own. That's why
I'm
I
just
grill my
being
own.
honest.
Yeah, that's your best bet. That because I'm trying to done told you.
Yeah, I love making my
Um,
own,
And
man.
look,
go
hey,
get some.
and you know my people from East Texas, so we know
Oh
how to
man,
do it.
Fourth
You
of
know how
July
we
is
get it
coming
exactly.
down.
up. Fourth of July is coming up. We already got the steaks and everything ready.
You already know. I already said I wasn't grilling for the fourth. I'm doing a little thing for the kids in the neighborhood, and that's it.
Well, I
I'm
ain't doing
smoking
too
some
much.
weed.
I'm gonna do some ribs. I'm gonna do some ribs, some
We
steaks.
doing. We got my
Burgers
daughter
and
got a projector, and so we got about a big movie
Y'all
screen, and we
balling.
doing.
Y'all doing it big.
ribs,
So we
steaks,
doing
burgers,
we
and
doing
sauce.
movies, and they got their fireworks. And I told him, I said we can do pizza. My dad's bringing the popcorn machine over and nachos. I was like, there you go.
I mean, for kids, that's good enough. Shit.
Right. I
For
was
little
like,
kids, that's perfectly. They'll be happy with a hot dog and a bun. Shit. And a bag
girl,
of chips. Get buy you them big old things, them a variety bag of chips.
Like I might do. I might cue. But other than that, you know what, man?
Man,
Ain't
you
kidding.
got a grill on the fourth. It ain't the fourth without a grill. But when we dealing with little kids, I get it. You know, just
You know what
my
them
ain't no
baby
good. You
kids?
know,
They
ain't no
gonna
yeah,
good
hot
with the
hot
sauce and
kids
dogs
over
and
here,
steak.
fireworks.
but still, just I ain't. I just don't feel like grilling.
So no, you better
Yeah,
not.
it's a
You
few
better not.
holidays that I love to grill on, and one of
You
them
You
get
know
caught.
they gonna be out.
is
You get
Memorial
caught.
Day because that's the first like kind of summer warm holiday, and then the fourth, and then Labor Day. Those are like my three. I just gotta
See, but
grill 'em.
I grill all
Firecrackers.
throughout the summer because I just like grilled
I do
food.
too. I grill on the
And
weekend.
I even grill in the winter because I bring my grill right up to the porch and
I
shit,
mean,
go out there. I'll put my brisket on overnight to smoke. Shit.
And I
Come back
grill
up.
on the weekends, like almost all throughout the summer too. But I'm talking about like holidays. Like there's certain holidays I just gotta grill on. But yeah, I grill
I
during the
might throw some feather bones on, but that's gonna be about it.
some grilled feather bones,
Yep.
fire. And you know, people who don't be from the Midwest, they don't know what them feather bones
I
are.
know. My mister, every time he come up, he be like, babe, I gotta get a box of feather bones. They don't know nothing about them.
Like, is that
I'm
a
like, you in
chicken?
Kansas City. How they don't know
This
about feather
chicken?
bones?
They be like, is that a part of a chicken or the turkey or the
Right. Then you gotta be like riblets. Riblets.
yeah,
they
they
giblets. We don't call them. My granny used to call them giblets. She said them ain't no giblets, boy. Them is giblets. I'm like, okay.
But y'all,
If you
I don't know what else y'all want to talk about, but I
I know what I want to talk about.
another story. But bro, go to your story or your topic.
Let's talk about all the stories that you sent in the back office. But anyway, we're gonna get on them in a second. But what I want,
Which one? Hold on, which one are you talking about?
all of them. I didn't even get a chance to get to too many
You
of them.
gotta
But
tell me which one you talking about. Let me
I'm
see
trying to let
right
you
now.
know the last
Has
you sent.
anybody seen the documentary on them dummies in the submarine tube?
Yes, I
You
did.
know, ain't nobody.
I,
I'm saying, you know
I
what?
asked you about a question. How
Why
you?
should we even talk about them? Why are they even worthy of a
My
conversation from the
question
headset?
is this: why the fuck
See, I
did you
know
be
she's
in a tube being
shit.
steered by a damn PlayStation controller?
The niggas from Omaha still want to talk
It's
about it.
funny, but it's not funny. You know what
But
I mean?
now, okay, so I'm trying to figure out though, for real, how you make a documentary when they were still looking for the people?
I was looking for them too because I thought I had
Everybody
a
was
dream.
looking for their
I
ass
know I
and
for real.
shit.
I had a dream like Martin Luther King. I was like,
No,
damn, I
you
thought
I
they
didn't.
was
was
all right,
out
but then.
there with
It
my
was
little
like
boat.
But
documentaries
then,
come out afterward, not during.
but
But
y'all know what though? What woke me up was honestly is when y'all remember when you was a little kid and you used to take after you used to smash the can of Pepsi or Coke and then you belch real good and then you stomp it with your foot.
Oh Lord Jesus.
That was what woke me up. I was like, oh, that's what happened. I ain't trying to be funny, but real shit.
Well,
they
of course, the
imploded.
families are suing, but how are you gonna sue
How
if you
you gonna sue? They signed a waiver.
if they sign? That's what I'm talking about. Like, but
And
see,
it was,
I
oh,
think
no, no,
I think they
hey, check it
could
out.
sue.
But
I
check it
think
out
they,
though. On
but
the
I
You
think
first
paid to go
they
down
could
page,
in a
sue.
sardine can. You paid to go down in a
on the
sewer pipe.
first page,
Hold on. I think they could sue
but
if
yes,
the
on the first
company
page
if
alone,
they can
out
prove
of 10
that
pages, the
it's
first
one thing.
page, they had to
Says that
sign
you
three
could
death
die.
waivers.
But it's one thing to sign something that says if we go down way to the bottom of the earth, you could die. Then it's another thing to be like, oh, 1,000 people done told us our shit is mouth. The shit just going, it just all these problems,
Okay,
and you shouldn't do this, and you shouldn't use the tights. You shouldn't use the fight. What they use the
Keep this
what's
off.
it called?
carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber. You should use
Keep
the
this off.
fiber. Like all these warnings, like people done took you to court.
James Cameron. Hold on.
All
The
this
man that made Titanic.
is
That's
The
what
man
I
that
was, you already
made
know, son.
fucking that water movie.
but there's
The blue
always a
people.
way around. There's always a way
And Cameron
He
is
around
told
shit
us
visiting
like
that.
person.
that.
He went 30 times down there.
And that's the
And he
reason
told them.
why. That's
They
why they kept
specifically,
telling
but
him.
look, they asked him to go in that tube, and he specifically told them, no,
That's
it's
why
not
the
safe.
motherfucker blew up. I mean, imploded because they kept taking it down there, and they kept telling them if you keep taking it down there, it could be a catastrophic. Like they knew that, but they weren't telling the people who were paying
I'm
all this
about to.
money to get on there. Now, it's one thing to be like, "Oh, something could happen." You never know. That's like
They
flying out.
fired that man
But
because
look,
Something
have
could
y'all heard
happen.
on TikTok? They got diss tracks about them dumb motherfuckers going down in
I
that
mean,
cement.
sus.
something could happen. Like, okay, you could sign a waiver. Let's say you ride a roller coaster, okay? You ride a roller coaster. Something could possibly happen. But if somebody was told over and over and over again that your roller coaster, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do that, then you don't fix it and you let people on there. then you could be sued. It's like that with a lot of situations. Just because you sign a waiver does not automatically mean you cannot sue.
You
If
can
they
sue, but I
knew,
doubt if they did
that
anything.
this shit was fucked up, and they knew they shit was fucked up. It's one thing to not know your shit is fucked up and something bad happens.
But Tanya, hold
But to
on.
know it's fucked
But
up and
check
you
this
take
out.
$250,000 from all these people.
But Tanya, these people knew that there was no sonar on there. There was no radar. I seen the video the man put out.
But they don't know that the shit is fucked up and that it was built from hand-me-down materials and all this other kind of shit. They didn't know none of that.
Do you know that most of the shit that we ride on, planes, boats, that are built from hand-me-down materials?
There ain't no plane in the sky built from no secondhand
Bullshit.
store materials. I mean, come
Bullshit.
on now.
You want to bet?
I'm not one of them Southwesterns or none
You
of that
want to bet?
shit. No. Now
She
maybe
don't
somebody's
believe
own
that
little
the
private
planes we
plane.
fly on now got hand-me-down material on
Maybe
them.
some little private plane.
Look,
No, ma'am.
you know what? Here's the
Them
Come
thing.
on
commercial
now.
James
planes.
Cameron.
Now these ships out there on these cruises, they ain't going to no hand-me-down shop. They ain't going to no hood development place to get no used shit to build they
Now,
damn
Tanya, you know I don't do nothing but sit and watch
Yeah.
documentaries.
Keep
girl.
this on.
I'm trying to tell you.
James Cameron, look at this. He's went down to the Mariana Trench, which is the deepest part of the ocean, numerous times. And what he uses on his capsule, he didn't show this on one person joint. And he didn't wrap it with 6 times the carbon fiber. No, it's one just the wrap around alone in the chamber is like 1 inch of some very, very sturdy steel. And then you
Exactly.
got the outer layers of it. I'm talking about these are real capsules. They're not
How far down did
imploding.
they go?
This dude,
Sis,
he actually used a
look up
sewage
the
pipe.
Mariana Trench. The Mariana Trench is the most deepest part of the ocean.
And then they started getting in trouble. What they say, 37 miles down? And they
Sis,
had to damn clean.
The
That's what
Mariana
I'm saying.
Trench.
Like for a long time, even like okay, they would go down like 15, 30 miles and would lose communication. Like they were having
They lost no
they were
communication.
having so many issues with this shit. But then when people come and it's like I said, I'm telling y'all, there is gonna be a lawsuit. Y'all can say, well, they signed a
I'm not
waiver.
saying it's not gonna be.
Somebody gonna get their ass sued.
But what about the son
Somebody
though?
has to.
That was the one that was back talking crazy to Cardi B. That who was this stepson of the man that was the
Yeah, at the
founder.
Blink 182 concert.
Yeah,
My dad would have wanted me to be.
he's the
Said his
stepson
dad
of
would
the
have wanted him to be
billionaire
there.
that was.
Leo Lyon said even using an Xbox controller. Now, see, that would have stopped me in my tracks.
Look, man,
That would have stopped me. Atari.
Don't y'all know that they signed that there was in the clause there was 3 death clauses on the first page alone out of 10 pages
Sega Genesis.
out of a 10-page waiver.
Shit.
That's
There
what I'm
was a
saying.
death
So
clause
they can
3
sue all they
times on
want.
the
They just
first
wasting their money
page.
in the court's time because they're not going to get anything.
Oh, trust they will.
There
No,
was
they
a
won't.
death waiver signed 3 times on the first page out of 10.
I saw that.
Who gonna get
I
what?
saw that. It's
Who
the
gonna get
same
what?
way, bro. You can buy an as-is car and sign a contract and sue. Okay.
Oh, I know
If somebody
arbitration and
sell you
litigation,
an
no
as-is
doubt.
car, but they know that motherfucker could start a fire or
But
something
they're
like
not gonna get that
that,
much,
you
is
can
what
sue
I'm
their
saying,
asses
though,
off.
sir.
You can
But
buy
Tanya,
an as-is
you're
house
taking an
and sue.
exploratory. You're going on something exploratory. That's
Exactly.
and
You're talking
you are
about
you. This is
multi-billion
something.
dollar
This ain't something that
corporations.
you have to
Up.
do.
They've been
You
told that they
deciding to do this.
fucked up. Many times they were told that they shit were fucked up. I'm telling y'all gonna come back and be like, that bitch was right. They gonna sue the fuck out of them and they gonna win. Watch.
No,
No, I'm not
I
disagreeing with you, sis. I'm not disagreeing whatsoever. I'm saying is you're
I'm
right on
disagreeing.
that part. But
I don't think that needs.
That's okay.
they're
Mark my
not
words, child. Mark my words, child.
Mark my
they're
words.
not going to
I want
get
y'all
a
to
lot
remember
like
this.
y'all think.
They
Okay.
gonna get they we got it on video, just like Nate Robb, just like VS had Nate Robb on video talking about her and her wife relationship is all intact. And
Hold
then
on, you
I
said
don't know nothing about all of them folks and stuff, but
and come on,
I'm
sit
just
on
saying,
that panel and
if
say
you doing something exploratory that you don't have to do, and you have signed a waiver, uh, on, like bro said, 3
3
signatures on the
times
first page,
out
and
of
it
10.
tells you that death could be imminent.
It's imminent. Meaning that, yeah, nigga, you before you even blink, you're dead. Dumbass. I ain't talking about you, sir.
and
I'm just
again,
saying.
like I said, it's one thing to be like, okay, if you get on this vessel, you could die. But if you already know that motherfucker could malfunction, like you already know,
So you
Why would
define
you
God
malfunction?
then.
You
that's
Basically,
sitting
you
that's
into
a
a
define
game
this.
controller.
that's a difference.
Why
You know,
wouldn't it?
sometimes I had an old man, and for me, the death will remind you that you're still alive until he show up. So why would you even
We
tempt him?
gonna see, child. We gonna see. What's up, sparkling water? We gonna see,
I'm with you on that one, bro.
Now
Huh?
somebody said something about hold on. Somebody asked me a question. Okay, that was Tony Dimple. She said, what do you think about strawberry letters? What? Who's strawberry? Huh, you talking about strawberry letters like the Steve Harvey
I
strawberry
think no, I think is she talking about the sister that was
Mm-hmm.
the one that had the thing that you had sent in the back drop about a day or two ago about the dude that had did the proposal
I
thing
seen
and
a title, but I didn't know.
is that the one?
hold up. Repeat it for
So,
me because I don't remember.
remember the one sis that you said and the dude had did the proposal to her and all that and then you said at the end of he had to get a restraining order. He just made bond or some shit. Is that what they talking about?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about that.
Shit, I
The
don't
one
know.
that you said, because if I go out, then it's going to disconnect me. What
Okay,
I'm
I'll
saying,
go in there. I'll look right now. I'll look.
you know the one that you said probably about a day or two ago. It's between Wendy and well, because you know, man, you've been on here a couple times before we even came on this week. I mean, on
Hold
tonight.
on. Let me. I'm looking.
Remember the one that it was like the man or something that because I watched it because I was like, oh, okay, yeah, he had proposed to her and all that. It was like some other shit and because they I think they had him on the radio. She was on the radio
I'm
with
looking.
Steve Harvey.
I'm
Is
looking.
that the one they talking about? The one where she was on the radio with Steve Harvey, and that was her husband on the phone. That was coming. Well, the dude that was her supposed he was talking to her on the phone, and Steve Harvey and them had him in the studio, but she thought that, and he was like, woman, you don't know who that man is, and she was like, no. She said he said that's your husband, and then while she was like, oh my god, man, then he came in with some flowers, and he got on the knee and proposed to her, and bam, boom, boom. I
I
think
don't
the one.
see it. You sure I sent
Hey,
it to
hold
you
on.
like
No,
that?
come here.
Come on.
Hold on. I got to go back to the other story real quick, real quick. Say this, son. Hold on. This my son.
Hi, everyone.
Hey,
Hello,
what's
what's
up,
up?
bro?
So, about the whole billionaires and the sub, all I gotta say is they got into a tin can, got
Basically.
crushed.
Mm.
Some people say it was the orcas. I'm not saying it was them,
They got
but
crushed.
The who? The orca?
but but there is some evidence to say so. Mom can explain.
The orca? What you mean the
Orca
orca?
whales.
Them was
They
the
have
big
been
dogs of the ocean.
attacking. They've been
Oh,
attacking
somebody
the
said
boat.
it might have been the orcas because they've been attacked,
It
but
was
they don't
whales,
go that
man.
far down though, right?
Exactly. It don't matter, man. Them whales, man. They the kings
I
of the
don't
Right.
think
ocean.
they be down that far, but hey, I don't know.
Hell yeah.
The sharks is the gators. The sharks is the alligators of the ocean, but
But let me
the
ask y'all
king of the
this.
ocean
But
is the
them
whales,
whales,
man.
oh, them whales ain't no punks.
But let
Them
me
niggas
ask
eat.
y'all this. Did they have any type of you know how
Elijah said
like
they've been attacking a bunch of yachts lately too.
They've been eating up
you know
everybody's shit.
how
And
you
he
know
said
how
they've been teaching. He said they've been teaching each other how to attack the yachts.
Yeah.
do y'all know how
Both of they have.
airplanes and certain you know how they be having like a black box. I'm not saying it's a
Right.
black box, but did
Yeah,
they
everything has a black box.
something like that where it might have recorded everything up until? Do you think
Yes.
it has something
But
Into
if
like
he
that?
didn't even
yes.
have a radar, he damn sure ain't
Look,
had no black box.
look, man.
I'm not
Look,
saying
look,
it's
look,
not
look,
a
look,
black
look.
box. I'm just
If,
saying something like maybe like
if I'm paying 200, if I'm paying a
down
quarter
there.
meal, I got a black box, a detox, and ET phone home
I
box,
mean, they might
and
not call it a black box, but it, you know, for that contraption.
when
But
the naval submarines heard that
The
thumping
first
noise,
day.
that was the implosion right there. They didn't even have a millisecond to even blink. The hull and the ass end of that damn thing literally imploded. By the time that they even could say oh or think oh, they were done.
I'm trying to look up this shit that they talking about in the chat. I'm
Man,
hold on, y'all. I'm
that
going
you we're talking about most likely billions and billions of tons of pressure from the
right.
Yeah.
ocean raising the flood. Come on, man. This is the inevitable. It's just like there is no human flesh inevitable. That means it ain't got no choice but to happen.
Can
Meaning
somebody
that
send me the video,
That
please?
diss track said they fish food now.
they ain't even fish food, since they implosion mean that it
They
they
are nothing. They ain't fish food.
meaning that
They're nothing.
okay, guess what? Y'all know
They're
how
molecules.
the,
Is that what you call
the
them?
right
Molecules? Like
molecules exactly.
they're nothing.
They were vamoose. It was
They're
like
nothing. It's like
vapor.
you're
I
here,
mean, I
you're not
know. I
here.
mean, I know, but I'm saying that's what the diss track
They
said. That
ain't here
by
and it
them
ain't
But
there.
they
It
imploding
did
is
ain't
just
though,
there.
like
bro.
the
There you go.
Challenger exploding. They
But they did say that they found some type of human particles.
they
Yeah, I'm
did. I
saying
seen
That
that.
again.
could be his brain splatter. That might be like
Eyeball.
it
They
ain't like
in
his
the
no
upper
arm
room.
or no leg. It's probably just some matter, some human
They in the
matter.
upper room.
A bone. Yeah,
It
it
maybe a
might be bone.
yeah, maybe a like Sis said
It
back
was
there,
a
maybe an eyeball,
it
maybe
was a bone fragment
or a
or
tooth or something. It ain't nothing.
they was in the upper room. That's all that matters.
And we saying
They
this,
said they in the
I
upper
mean,
room.
we doing commentary, but we are really not trying to disrespect the dead. I just
That's
No,
want to
right.
say
no, I'm
that.
not
That's
trying to
right.
disrespect the
But
dead at all.
yeah, I
But
know
they
we're
in the
not.
upper
That's why I'm
room.
putting it out there. We're not trying to disrespect the dead or
They
nothing.
still
But
in the upper room, no matter
we
how
just
people
keeping
want to
it
look at it.
funky. We just keeping it funky, keeping it hood for real.
Because at the end of the day, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, let me tell you something. And I'm going to learn you this. I don't give a damn if I got a billion or a trillion, a million or hundreds of thousands of a dollar. Let me tell you something. I'm not signing nothing that says three times on the first page, hey, there's part one's going to say, hey, you may die. Then part two, halfway down the first page, they say, there's a possibility of a greater chance that you're going to die on the demise. And then the third part come down before you get ready to hit your signature
Death
to
may
say,
be imminent.
if you sign this right here, that most likely this will be the last time you ever make a signature before you get up on this capsule. And you're
And
still
it's
going to
sad
sign it?
because the boy didn't even want to go, but he
And see,
wanted
that's
to
He
bond
another
with
told
his
him
daddy.
that's another
he
thing
was
I'm wondering
livid.
about because they said that a lot of people said that boy didn't want to go, but did you see his mama on the interview say, "Oh, he was excited to go, he wanted to
No,
go."
he
No,
He was,
wasn't.
they need to crucify that
but
funky
I'm
ass
saying
cave
that's what his
bitch.
mama was saying on the interview, and I was like, "Hold up, now." They said he didn't want to go. Now the mama coming up here saying he did want
He
to.
No,
was. They said that boy was scared to death, and he
But
did
I'm
not want
telling
to
you, I
go.
just watched her
But it was
video
because
Father's
yesterday.
Day, and he wanted to bond with his
once
daddy.
again, the
And I'm
death
telling
angel
y'all,
gives you
that's what I
orders.
thought. And then when I saw the mama, I was like, hold up, this is very contradicting, ma'am.
Death Angel gives you warnings, trust me. And then
Oh
that
yeah, they
little
do.
boy saw that shit.
Girl,
He saw that, and at the same time, they ignored. Sometimes you gotta pay attention.
that's just like, what's that
I
TV
have
show?
learned.
Final
My kids will
Destination?
tell you. I feel signs, and they'll tell you.
Final
Pay
If I tell
attention.
Destination.
them, I say, "Hold on, God is
I'm
telling me
telling
to sit still." They'll
That
be
man
like,
was
"We'll be getting
saying,
ready to get on the road," and they be like, "Mom, why we ain't leave?" Cause
Final
I'm not feeling
Destination.
it yet. It
That's
ain't
like,
"Oh
time for us
boy,
to go.
we got five layers of carbon fiber. We ain't worried about no ocean, boy.
I
Daddy,
believe
you're
that
going
shit.
to die.
What type of,
Oh no, boy, you just don't know science.
like
I'll pay $250,000 for you. Shut the fuck up. Who you think you talking to, boy?
if you
But
have
my
like
son
a
told me
Final
the other day
Destination,
that now they talking about what's that, Richard Branson, the dude from Virgin. Now he got something he want to go to space in. I said, well, fling his ass to the
He
sun.
been, bro,
Go ahead.
no, he been no, sis. Let me tell you something. He been on that. That man using top notch NASA shit because he felt like that. Who you think that Elon got the SpaceX capsule shit from? Richard Branson trying to put a cruise ship in space. That man ain't fucking around.
Well, they can take their asses on out there to Deep
He ain't
Space
playing.
Nine.
He on some Fifth Element shit.
And
I ain't gonna even
look,
front on
look, they
y'all.
can go to Flossing's Paradise if they want
Hey,
to.
sis, Richard
But I'm going to
Branson
stay
is
here.
on some Fifth Element shit for real.
Look, they can be that. Look, I know y'all done seen that movie on Disney, Xenon, the little girl. And
Zenny.
yeah, she in space and then her aunt's on Earth. I'll be the aunt on Earth. Keep your ass in
I'm
space
just
with the
saying,
space
though. I mean,
station
Richard
falling apart.
Branson, because you know what? He ain't none of his folks. Ain't none of his folks exploded or did none of that. None of that NASA shit. You know why? Because Richard Branson said, "I know some things that I know some things, and if y'all fuck with me, I got
Raven.
something for y'all. I ain't about to be John McAfee. Y'all ain't gonna kill me off like y'all did John McAfee. Y'all not gonna kill me off like y'all did the Titanic people. Nah, bitch ass niggas. Y'all want Virgin Galactic? Y'all want to go intergalactic? Goddamn me, the back man's been an intergalactic traveling for ages and centuries and thousands of years. They done met different species from different planets because they know the meridian line, but that's none of our business to tell the people. So we're going to charge them $1 million just to get a 90-second trip
Okay, now
around.
I'm going to say something that's real controversial.
And I'm gonna say that. I'm good.
So, or I should say, it's a conspiracy theory. I should say. No. Somebody said, I seen it on the internet. I ain't gonna say who. That aliens are not in space; they're in the oceans. Because think about it, 90% of the ocean has not been discovered.
I know what's down there.
I know what's down there. Not me.
Well, that's
But
number one.
what if it was the aliens that blew up that capsule?
Well, what y'all call aliens is really natural inhabitants of the planet Earth. So they're not aliens. The people that's going down there fucking with shit is the aliens. Has
That's
everybody
true.
figured that out yet? But I can't
Oh,
say what I want to say because I don't want my sister's child to get struck and then,
I know
she be cussing and fussing at
the
me.
clears, the
And
clears.
then she'd be like, you know what, fuck you, bro. You fucked up all my doggone YouTube members, dude. I'm gonna kick your ass when you get here, bro. It's on.
Why you gotta say it like
You know I gotta tell you that. You know I gotta know. I know she gonna talk some shit when she responds to you. Like, you know what? I'm cutting this short. You know she gonna talk some shit, get mad.
that?
But no, I'm just saying though. I ain't gonna do that. But y'all know what it is, dude. Y'all gotta stop playing. Stop playing with people, man. This is the hood table. Stop playing. Everybody want to
Right.
be on the table. Hey, son. Anyway, let's change the subject. Let's make it a little bit harder. What about that old dusty ass helper that came through earlier trying to disturb our groove and vibe? What you got to say about that trouble in the land? You know, we trying to
What
have some
happened?
infiltrators. As our
What
sister, our
happened?
soul sister Deanna came to the rescue. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, cause I remember I can't call my sister's biological birth name, so I don't want to say that up on here, but y'all already know who it is and what it is. But the host with the Moses, the hostess with the
Yeah.
Moses. Yep, who was that little dusty ass lady that came on? It was me and Ain't View. That's Annie right there, bro. Yeah, she was on her ass. She said, "I don't know this bitch. Who the fuck is he? You?" She said, "Oh yeah, you just." She went
Somebody
there.
came, wait a minute,
I
I
was
missed
taking.
this. Hold on, somebody came in trying to talk shit?
Oh, you missed it, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
see, shit.
I would have roasted the
Hey, what was that the other day? Remember?
Yeah, she took T off her square.
All the way. I'm talking about. She said, "I don't know this bitch." I said, "Oh shit." See,
mm-mm.
he's over here disrespectful. She said, she said, "I just want to know about you." She said, "You the superstar. You the one, and see, sis, like, you know what, click. She said, "I don't know that." She said, "Bitch, I don't know you." What you
Who the heck? What was she talking about? What was she bumping her dick suckers
I
about?
don't know who this chick was that was the. I guess she was trolling, but
Mm.
Deanna said, "Damn, apparently she don't know." Oh, she said she asked Miss View. She said, Annie, she said, "Why is it that me and you the quietest ones on the hood table right now?" Because they were quiet as a church mouse. 'Cause me and sis was on her ass. I don't know
Mm.
who the hell it was. But
You
why is she
see,
quiet? Is she missing?
She probably muted herself because y'all was over talking.
Ain't nobody over talking her. I know she ain't in her feelings. I'm upset.
Okay, I can talk now. Okay.
Ain't that some shit?
Told you.
Thank you, sis, because I couldn't get shit in, but I was trying to tell somebody to send me the link to the Strawberry Letter because I wanted to know what they was talking about.
I know you. You know what? I'm sick of you.
I'm
Cause
like,
I know
usually
you.
I ain't
I
paying
now
no
know you.
just
attention.
know I was being overtalked. Then hey, if she
How
ain't even
you been over talk? You know what? I
She
bet you
over
were
talk us all
pouting
the
to her,
time.
laughing. She was probably pouting and laughing.
oh, okay.
See? Oh, she's serious now. Almost my bad. We wasn't
I was
trying to
just
open.
letting y'all get it off. But I would like somebody to send me that link though to the Strawberry because I don't know what y'all talking about. That's what I was trying to say. Somebody send me the link to my IG or send it to my
That's
inbox.
what I'm trying to. When they talk about the straw, that's the only thing I can think about was the strawberry level about a dude that you know what I'm talking about that was on the Steve Harvey joint.
But I don't know what they talking about. But you said I put it in the back chat, but I looked all through the back chat and I didn't see it. So that's why I was trying to tell somebody to send me the link. Whoever that was, Leo the Lion or somebody.
Like I said,
But
I don't know if that's what they were referring to on what you had sent to the back link. It just sound familiar, like the strawberry, because that the one with the husband had got the bond.
I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out. And I ain't
Oh,
watched
my
the
bad. Sorry, we was just trying to figure out what was what. You know, we shooting the shit. She said, I was just wondering when you was gonna start being. You childish as hell for that. Oh,
Hey,
you childish.
I was
Quiet
just
as church.
letting y'all get it off. But what was I about to say? Y'all said something. About what was her name? Oh my god, her name is Infinity. Is it Infinity Times?
No, it was the one something. You know what I'm talking about. So you know what I'm talking about,
I
right?
know. That's what I'm talking about. Her name is Trinity.
Yeah, something
Trinity.
like that. I don't know what her goat mouth name was, but she was a nuisance. Come talking about, well, I'm just telling you, because Annie was on her neck. She came out on her neck. She didn't even be nice to her. She just came out on her neck.
Her name is Trinity Time Travels.
Mm.
Yeah. She said, I'm trying to see what you the
I'm about to
celebrity.
get off because I'm gonna call.
And what day was that? That we was on like 3 days ago.
It's a few goes today, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, probably about Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. She
Yeah.
sure was. She came with the business. That's why I'm surprised you wasn't there, sis.
I
But I
telling
can
you,
I can dig it.
But I
I
don't
thought,
know who she. I don't follow her, and she used to do videos all the time, but now she don't really have no videos on her panel. But yeah, she had got on here, and I don't know. She was trolling, and
yeah, she was trolling big time.
people never heard me get off.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
don't try to do that on here. I'm not on here to beef with people, but
That was
Indiana was like, "Oh my God, we the quietest ones on the motherfucking panel. That's a change." But
exactly.
yeah, I was like,
That is a change.
I had to get off on her ass, like, bitch.
Yeah, that's what you missed. I was like, why trouble in Atlanta in here?
Then she said she was gonna make a video. She said, "Oh, you got a video coming. Oh, you got a video coming." I said, "Make your motherfucking video, shit."
That
see,
goofy shit.
that's when y'all should have hit Trouble in the Land, and Trouble in the Land would have
Well,
definitely
excuse
been
me,
in.
Girl, how many times we gotta send a link and say we going live?
Cause you be going live about shit on the
I
B
be
section
saying it. I
about
be
these
putting the link
motherfuckers.
in the. I put the link in the chat. I put the link in your text
that
message.
motherfucker came out like Richard
I ain't gonna
Pryor.
be. I ain't gonna be keep call the motherfuckers and be like, "Hey, y'all want to go
I
live?"
was a Richard Pryor motherfucker, right?
If don't nobody respond, I just jump on here and do my shit. Like I ain't trying to be pulling nobody legs and all that kind of shit. So it is what it is.
Everybody got so we all got some time or the little time we got left.
I mean, everybody got shit to do, so I'm not into like.
Okay, well,
I
shit,
know
we
something really
could.
popping off now. If this was real life shit, like I told that girl, I'm like, you want me to sit on here and beef with you? I don't do that shit. I'm a street thug. Like I'm a born again street thug. I'm a
Oh,
born,
you know what? You about to get cut
born
off.
again
I'm about to
street
smoke this
gangster. I
weed because
don't keyboard thug. I don't keyboard
you said
gangster.
I am a born
Like Toby
again.
say,
I'm
try
serious though.
Jesus, don't try me, cause I
I was
throw
trying to
hands.
tell this hoe. I'm like, I'm not. I
Well,
don't
I'm
get
about to
on
take
here. I'm not arguing. I'm not fighting with them. I'm not If you want to beef with me, you're gonna be beefing by your motherfucking self. Cause I don't go back and forth on social media with
Oh,
nobody.
I will,
well,
With
and
Miss
I'll
nobody.
tell
Tilly,
her,
whoever
I'll
you
tell
is,
her,
Miss
her
Tilly,
mama,
I
and
ain't got
every other generation before her down.
I ain't got to
I'm
do.
watching.
I say what I
I
gotta
would.
say, and that's it.
Well, I would
Say
just
what
let
you
her
gotta
know
say.
on the strength. I'm
Yeah,
watching
well, y'all can
Kojak.
go back and forth with people on social media that y'all don't know. I don't do that. I don't do
I'm gonna
that.
let her
Now, if
know
we
I'm
was out in
watching
the streets or
Kojak.
something like that, that's different. I don't play with these keyboard gangsters because that's what most of them are, and they just doing it for
Yeah. And
content.
that's what they don't understand. I do
They
this
just
for
doing
real.
it for content. I'm not on here begging for content, so I'm not gonna be on here popping shit and all that kind of stuff. I'm on here to do my commentary. You can click in the view if you want, or you can just bypass my video if you want. But
Oh,
one
you
thing
know
I'm
what?
not
They
gonna
might.
do is
You
be
know
on
what?
here arguing and fighting with some bitch who I would probably never see in real life.
I
No.
don't know. They might show up to Omaha days on in
If
your
they show
step
up
and
to
be like,
Omaha days,
Pull up,
nigga, you know how we get
pull
down
up,
in Omaha. Like them motherfuckers think no black people here, they will meet every black motherfucker here. Okay?
pull
they
up.
might pull up.
Tell them pull up,
Now that's different. That's different.
and
But
I'll post up.
this YouTube,
They gonna pull up.
internet, social media shit. I don't
What is
argue
it?
with people on here. I don't like that. No.
No, that wouldn't be
Came on
good
here,
for the
she came
camp
on
during
here, she
Omaha
tried
days.
it. She tried it and she got
Cause I might not make it
told
back
the
to
fuck
Texas on
off.
time. Do the fact that they gotta pull up.
Got
Yeah, that
told
would
the
not be
fuck she
good
got
at
told the
all.
fuck off. She got flushed and she
You
got
get
told the fuck
slaughtered. There ain't no flush. You might not make it back wherever the hell you
no, I'm
from.
talking about on here. When she was on here,
Shit.
she got flushed
Oh, got you.
off the panel.
Yeah, with that dusty ass shit, cause she got to talking all that old weirdo shit. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
hold
I
up,
was like, what
man.
the fuck is you talking about? Talking about, oh, you the celebrity. What you gotta say? Bitch, who the fuck are you?
Like, yeah, brush your teeth.
I'm a celebrity. Nigga, okay, I'm doing good with almost 6K subscribers, but now you're trying to be funny.
Yeah, you balling. We
Now
know
you
you
trying to be
balling.
funny. Like, oh, you the celebrity. No, you the celebrity. You don't want to be. I see you jumping all over the place on different people's panels.
And see, that's too bad because I don't see that type of shit. You know, but you if you can pay attention to somebody that whose name or
But see,
acronym is popping up.
I'm in the. I might not beef, but I'm still
Yeah,
in.
no, you knee deep in the
So I
shit. As we
see. I
said
see
in
a
Tales
lot
from
of
the Hood,
people.
you are knee deep. Oh, you want the shit?
I see a lot of people, and a lot of times I watch a lot of people. I see a lot of videos. I don't do commentary on everything that I see in the B sector.
Cause you
Sometimes I do,
deep
and sometimes I don't. But I knew her name because sometimes she would jump on people's panels,
with that
and
nigga shit.
they would end up like either getting into an argument with her or putting her
See
off
that
the
type
panel.
of shit.
But when she clicked my link that night and we were discussing what we were discussing, I really thought she was jumping on my link because I never seen her before. So I really thought she was jumping on my link to add to the commentary. And of
No, I
course,
got
to
you. I
find
got
out that she was
you.
just trolling.
Trolling, and trifling and
What's
trolling.
up,
What's
Izzy?
happening, baby?
My
What's
brother
happening,
from
hood table?
What's
another.
going
It's a
down?
what's up? It's a lot of noise. I'm at the plantation, you know.
Oh shit, they got you working tonight.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's all good. It's real chill, laid back. I was checking for you. One of them weeks y'all weren't here. I was like, shit. I know it's been a while since
Well,
I've
you
been
know
on.
what? I be trying to get here on my Friday Night Lives, but sometimes I gotta work, or sometimes shit be going
Mm-hmm.
She was
on, or
fussing. She
you
lied.
know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I understand. Oh, trust
you
me,
know
I
how it
definitely.
is.
Yes, indeed, baby.
But what you been up to?
Child, I just been working. So okay, so I've had. Can y'all still hear me with this water moving?
Yeah, I
What's
can
up?
hear
Do your
you.
thing. You
So what
mute.
you gonna call it? So I took a trip. Me and my lover, for 14 years, Chris. He took his first trip with me back to New Orleans in May, right?
Uh huh.
So y'all, baby, I don't be watching the news. Tell me why the day before we left, somebody stole our motherfucking car, and it's one of
What?
the shit that was on the stupid TikTok challenge. Like, cause we
Oh,
having
you
a
talking about the
Alondra,
Kias? The Kias?
yeah, and the Hyundai Elantra, cause that's we got an old Hyundai, 2020 Hyundai.
Well, you know what? My brother, who's younger than me, but he's the oldest younger brother. He has
Mhm.
a brand new Kia SUV, and they stole his shit like 6 months ago.
Yeah, cause it's like they can open up your steering column and
Yep, and
turn
that's
it.
exactly what they did. He said they did exactly what they do on TikTok to steal his.
Yep.
Yep,
So the car was recovered, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, child, so I was like, ain't that a bitch and two-thirds? But I
damn, that's
mean,
fucked up.
yeah, but thank goodness we got the petty ass full coverage with the comprehension, you know what I'm saying?
That's
So,
good. Shit, I got an
it,
OG. I got an OG truck, a SUV, and I still got full coverage on that bitch. And people were like,
hmm
"Why you keep full coverage on it?" Because if a motherfucker hit me or I hit
yep,
somebody, I'm gonna get more money than if I had liability. Now I can see if
yep.
I had an old dusty ass $300 car, but SUVs are expensive, even if they 5 or 10 years old.
Right, and child, if it don't cost you too much, look into that comprehension, because see
Shit,
that comprehensive coverage is what protected us because you could have
exactly.
full coverage, but if you weren't in the car during the time and stuff like that,
Yep.
it don't work like that. So if your shit gets stolen, if you get vandalized and stuff like that, that's when
You
that
gotta make sure you got
comprehension.
the right shit. But see, if my
Yep.
shit gets stolen, vandalized, anything like that, I'll get full coverage
Good.
payouts. Shit.
Good.
I don't play with insurance now. I don't play. Because my thing
Yeah.
is like this, even if your car might be an older car, if it's in great condition,
Yep.
if it don't have a lot of miles, you better get
Right.
full coverage on that shit.
At least.
Shit, my car is an
Yeah.
OG, and I still only got like 120,000 miles on it. And that might be a lot to a lot of people, but 120,000 on the car
Mm-mm.
is
And
not
you,
a lot of miles, technically
especially you
speaking.
said 10 years.
And if you take care of your shit, like I take care of my shit, I have never had to have no serious maintenance on my shit
See
ever.
there.
That
See there.
motherfucker crank up every morning. We stay in the Midwest. In the wintertime, that motherfucker crank up every day.
You know what?
Nah.
Shit.
Right now, my truck right now is 155 plus, and it's only 9 years old.
See, that's what I'm talking about. My dad taught me a long time
Oh
ago
yeah.
that
But
mileage
it was
does
really,
not matter.
it
And there are
it
people
was
out
really
here
technically a road truck. They use it for
Mm.
nothing but the road. It's not a city truck, so she's adapted.
right. And
My
my
truck is
dad's talking
this
about
truck
y'all
is
be up
literally
here talking
adapted.
about 100,000
Okay?
miles is a lot. He be like, people be turning their engine over 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 miles, and they still
Real
driving their
talk.
shit.
You know the Japanese make engines to run forever.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
forever. And that's why
That's
there are certain cars that I really, really like. Like, the
That makes it
Nissans.
an Infinity out.
Nissans are great cars.
That's an Infinity,
oh
but an
yeah.
Infinity is the
Man,
luxury version of the Nissan thing.
the
Okay.
Nissan, the Maximas and different ones like that, oh my God, they run forever.
This QX80 gonna run forever too.
Who?
I got a QX80.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you said
yeah.
something
You
else.
know, no, that's the black on black. You know what it's at.
Yeah, but
Oh
Kaya,
my God.
what's up, brother? It's been a minute since I heard from you out
Already,
there in
man.
May.
What's going down, family? You good? Everything all
Hell
well?
yeah, but aside from that, I mean, everything's good. We had a great time. Me, my lover, two of my closest, dearest friends from here,
Right on.
San Antonio. This is their first time in New Orleans, so they was
Oh,
like,
okay.
okay. They was like, nah, I see what you mean when you say you want a motherfucking daiquiri. I said, yeah,
Oh,
baby. That New Orleans original daiquiri hits differently.
oh man. Are you supposed to be back home?
Now I'm in San Antonio.
Are
I'm
you in the town? Okay,
hell yeah,
you
hell yeah, I'm at the DoubleTree Hotel.
are you at the
Washing
trees?
washing shit, washing dishes and baking cookies and shit. It's
That's
real
all right,
easy.
shit. You making some
I
bread.
know that's
That-
right.
The
Shit.
bills, the bills don't stop
Mhm.
because of where you work at.
Hell no.
Shit, they gonna learn today.
Okay, hell
I
no.
remember
I mean,
we used to have a double tree up here. My mom used to work at the double tree hotel. Remember back in the day, bro?
Huh? Used to be
Remember
called
the
the
red
red
yeah.
lion?
line.
The red lion turned into the double tree.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hell yeah, I do everything from event security to washing
I know
dishes,
that, right? That
a
man's
little
Army
side
University.
hauling. No, I'm just playing. I said a little side hauling. No, I'm playing.
Bro.
That's That's childish.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, but I
I've
was
been
like,
between many moons.
hmm.
But you know what, y'all? What y'all think about? You know, this is the last thing I want to talk about. It was a lot of things I want to talk about, but we've been on here for a minute. But okay, the as far as the lady
You want to hear,
who
brother? All right,
got
man.
punched out at the restaurant, and
Hell
then her
yeah.
son killed the man, and now the lady is suing the police department, and they got a GoFundMe. They didn't already raise like $14,000 for her to relocate. Like,
That's
what do y'all
good.
think about this whole situation? Because there's like people on one side saying you put your son in a horrible situation. Then there's other people saying that's what the nigga get. You know, and trust me, I feel like that dude who was punching on her, pussy ass nigga. And I know his family out there. I know his family out there. Like, man, fuck that shit. Ain't none of them gonna get charged for shit. Ain't we ain't gonna get no justice from this. But your damn relative was up there punching a woman in her head in a restaurant in front of
Yeah.
everybody.
I mean, what I think about that is that I mean, the people who say the son, how did she put the son in danger? No, it was the man who responded the way that he did and
Basically,
causing her to have to act on
I
her
think he
son
called his own
to
demise.
defend. Me personally, it's like people kill me with that shit. Oh, he was a father, he was loved. Well, bitch, he didn't give up enough a fuck to not put his hands and like combo a woman's face that's a mother and somebody's wife or girlfriend or baby mom or none of that. So
And she was
why
egging
do
it on.
like his old lady? Yeah, like why do you get to have extend that sympathy to him? I don't believe in that. You should have extended it. He should have had enough sense to think about that. Oh shit, this is somebody's mother. This is somebody's daughter. This is somebody's niece. So since he didn't, I'm just not sympathetic. I think he got exactly what he deserved, considering that black men be killing black women every 5.5 hours. I'm glad that she wasn't part of that statistic and he was able to meet his demonic ass maker.
You're not
I
gonna
mean,
make
that's I don't feel no way about that because it's just like part of me kind of feels as if okay, bro, but you really had started to violence if that was another dude. That's the thing. That's what I call pussy. Like, would you really been so quick to throw
it.
your hands like
We
that
gonna,
if that was another dude?
we gonna,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So for me personally, as a man that was raised by a single father and have a certain standard that, you know, you don't pummel a woman physically. You can defend yourself
at all.
verbally, but you don't I'm
Give
not
her
gonna.
the business if you got to, but don't
Yeah,
touch her.
defend yourself. Yeah, ain't nothing a woman can say
Right.
to me. Ain't nothing that a woman or a man for that matter, could say to me where I just gotta go upside his head. I know. So I
Right.
think I'm glad that her young man, because he's 14, he's not a child, he might be a minor, but this is not a baby. He's a
He ain't
young
about
adult.
to get
His
pummeled by
nuts,
her.
his nuts is in the process of dropping, and I'm glad that he had enough gumption at that age, that coming into maturity to know that, yeah, it's either I
All cost.
protect my mother, I'm gonna
At
protect.
all cost.
I rather live knowing that he didn't and she is. I rather go. I bet you he'd rather be glad that he killed him than
Oh,
standing there saying, "I'm sorry, unalive him." Excuse me, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I bet you he sleeps at night feeling better that he unalived the
I
dude
just
that was
want something
brutally
with
hitting his
the
mother.
Well, you know what? I absolutely agree with my sons. My sons, shit, it could be less situation than that, and
Okay,
they got my back. All the time,
okay.
just like I got theirs. I just said that they were still extremely lucky because of the
Mhm.
simple fact that we know how it could go when you chasing down a person and shooting them from the back.
Right.
And that's where I said, when they was shooting them in the store or in the restaurant or whatever, but then once the man started running off, and you know how that can get. Oh well, they're no longer a threat, and you killed them and shot them from the back, and they were no longer a threat. I was just saying they are extremely lucky because I don't know if it's the state that they were in, the county that they were in, but I guarantee you, if that would have been here in Nebraska, bro, I don't know what you might think, bro. We from the same hood. I think it wouldn't have went like that.
which one?
I
Oh,
really don't think it would have
well,
went
that's
like that.
for
If they were in
one.
Nebraska
Well, it's
and your
really
mother
any.
was being beat on or hit on, and you not only shot them there, but then when they try to run away and run off, you chase them out the door, chase them outside the building, and still shooting at them. Man, I don't
I
think it
mean
would have.
that well, technically because you got to understand too. And that was a young man, so imagine someone that seasoned
Yeah,
behind that iron. They more say wouldn't even had to chase him. It would have basically it would have been right
it
then and
would have
there,
been there and done.
right
They would
then
have
and
been
there
dropped. They wouldn't have been getting up.
in the
Yeah.
store. It would have been done right then and there, and instead handled as with a fisticuffs or some gunpowder spread on both of our
And I'm
cheeks.
gonna mute you, Isaac, real quick until you're ready to talk. Just because of
So
the
I mean,
background.
no, he could. I
Yeah, he
definitely
could. Yeah,
want his opinion about it, but, as well as actual
yeah.
output.
When he ready to talk, he can unmute himself.
But that's that at the end of the day, so that wrong. I mean, I hate to see that our people lose our life in the early demise. Like, why you want to transition to be on the other side of the glass looking in? You know
I
what I'm
do
talking
too,
about?
and I feel like this motherfucker that was
Why would you
hitting on
trade your
her.
life for?
Like, how many times have we heard, and we still hear, or we see the posts on social media? Free Day Day, free Bobo, free my Uncle Ray Way, free my. But then the same motherfuckers that's out there doing dirt, being grimy, doing shit that deserves for them to be locked up for years. But it's always on somebody on social media saying, free them, they don't deserve it. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And this is
Free the
one of
homie
those situations
Kojak.
where they're talking about, oh, he was a great father. Oh, he was this. Oh, he was that. Now, on one hand, people, like I said, feel some type of way because they like in certain it's just law in certain places where if the threat is removed from the scene, you can't keep going after them,
Free
shooting
Big
them.
Kojak and Little Pedro.
And then there are some areas, some counties, some cities, some states where, like, what happened to them? They obviously got to kill the dude, and they got off. They were charged, they were arrested, they were jailed, but in the end, the
No, they
charges
got no. They know because honestly, and it wasn't so much of being a biased situation, or because the great city of Chicago needs a good positive hand on saying that. Oh, we're that type of. We're as long as you follow the law, we're not. Nah, bruh. Y'all need the reason why the gun violence is the way it is in the shop is because of them doggone lackluster ass doggone guns and
and
shit.
they do have a lot of gun violence in that city.
And,
And
and
that could be
the
the
one of the
reason
most
why they got
restricted
off.
places. One of the most restrictive. Shit, come on
Yeah.
down. Y'all already know when you hit that doggone McGainville, Texas line, Jack, with the Red River. Y'all know what it is,
But
man. It
because of
going
all the
down.
crime there, because of the
Shit.
crime written city and gun violence, that could have been the one reason why they said, okay, y'all did chase them out the door. You did keep shooting them while they were no longer a threat. But because of the high gun violence and the racism.
Exactly.
They
No,
probably
because
like,
of
well,
the
fuck
high
this nigga.
crime
That
shit.
motherfucker had it coming. You know
The
what I'm saying?
illegal. They basically they look at it as being illegal gun violence. They don't look at it as being
Yeah,
legal
because
gun.
the dude might not have been old enough to have his own gun. The mother had a CCW. You know, she had a permit and everything to have that gun. But
Little
when
man,
it
I had
comes down
already
to
peeped
it,
this. Since
when it comes
I
down
But
was
you
to
know,
it, they were looking at him protecting his mother. And
but you, but you know what this reminds me of? Remember there was a case maybe a few years ago. I don't know if it was in the state of Chicago, but
uh-huh,
remember it was at like a gas station, and it was involving a white guy and a black guy, and
Are you
there was
talking
an
about down there in Florida?
altercation. Yeah, and remember, even though the dude wasn't, I don't know if he was attacking him or it was something warrant to where the dude was able to get away with shooting and killing the dude because it
uh-huh.
was under like a certain circumstance of um
Stand your ground.
he was still, yeah, he went and got the gun and came back and shot the dude at the pump, and he got off because I think
I
he
think I
had
remember that.
hit the dude. Yeah, I'm trying to
Uh,
remember the case.
I
It
don't
was a
think that
it
was.
was a fifth altercation, but then the white guy went and got the gun and was able to shoot the dude, and he didn't get arrested or nothing like that because it was
Self
kind of like
defense.
stand your ground or something like that.
And
And
Yep.
see,
I'm
I
one.
think it's just different cases require different.
Different places, different
You
cases, man.
know, it's it. All these different
Nebraska is a
situations.
retreat. Yeah, we would know. My home state is
Our state, I'm telling you, Isaac, it's like that
my
shit.
birth state.
We would be locked up.
Yeah, my
Mm,
birth state. I don't dig that, man. I can't respect that. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I
I
love.
hate that our city is like that,
No, because it's the whole state. It ain't got to do with just a city.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
that.
the state. I hate that it's
Fuck
like that,
that.
but I'm
I'm
telling you,
not.
man, that
No.
same scenario would have happened here. Just okay,
mm.
remember, bro? Okay, remember we covered the story a couple of years ago. Remember, it was
You
a
go
little
get
boy,
that.
not a little boy, but it was a teenage boy and his friends who were stealing cars over in like Bellevue or Papillion or somewhere. And one of
Right.
the neighbors, one of the house owners, came out and caught the boy in his
Right.
car, and he came outside with a knife. The boy had the boy had reversed the car, had started driving off in the dude in the homeowner's car, but the homeowner managed to get in the car and start stabbing him. And he
Oh,
driving down the street all reckless, all over the road. Like the man came out the house, jumped in the car, all the way down the street, stabbing the boy.
yeah. He ready to kill. He ready to kill.
He ended up killing the boy. Now, see, he ended up going to jail, being charged, the homeowner, and everything for that.
For sure.
And that's why I said in some places it's
Because the
like
threat was neutralized. The threat was neutralized. You should have just let
the
him
threat was
go.
neutralized. There was no threat, period. Like
It's
the
bad
man was in the
insults.
car stealing your shit, and some people will say, "Well, that's my car. I have a right to shoot." Every state ain't like that.
But even down here, I mean, yeah, we can protect our property, but honestly, if somebody really like you're that you have that type of technology, which you a lot of people do, got that type of technology, you specifically wanted my vehicle, then it must be meant in divine
Right.
intervention for me to get something better, just the same model, but just
Exactly. I better have some full coverage
I must probably get
100%.
something that's 2024
But see,
called the
our
Q
law up here
called
for
the
property,
QMZ.
but our law up here for property, some people
You
consider
feel me,
property
man?
as
I'm
just
damn
the
good
home.
too.
Our
Mm.
law up here is just like in your home, that
That
property.
motherfucker better be a
Not your
QMZ.
motorcycle
Hmm.
outside, not your car outside,
Yeah.
not your ours is literally in our state, it's like you can protect your home
Out of
inside
22.
your home. So every state is different, you know. But hey, I ain't mad at the sun.
Hey, you know what? You can even protect your neighbor shit down here. If
Right
you
with
catch
another state.
somebody,
In Texas, you sure can.
yeah, you catch somebody over there
Yeah,
messing with
Texas,
your good
yeah.
neighbor. They
Yep.
over there messing. You know that man over there working hard. You know that woman over there. You know she over there side slicking. Y'all know she over there turning a few
In
tricks,
Texas, you
big
can
tips and
set one
tricks.
foot on somebody's farm and
She
blow their ass all way.
Even though she's been with that man for 25 years, y'all know she over there, turning tricks with old Mr. Willie Sugar Daddy. So I ain't gonna say nothing, but them people, yeah, no, hell no, shit.
Yeah.
They had to put it down. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? Shit,
But
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what?
Hey man,
Motherfucker get it's, like I said, I still say they lucky. But as far as the dude who was beating on the woman, beating her all in her
no,
head,
he was foul for that.
hey,
That's foul. At
that's
the end of the
karma,
day,
motherfucker. That's
nah,
that,
bro.
that
No, that's foul, and
that's
that's
what
the
you get.
and you
I
know
mean,
what?
that's just what in this situation, that's what you got. And if your family
Yeah.
is upset, if your kids is upset, if your wife is upset, like y'all should be looking at this motherfucker like, what the fuck is he on to be beating some woman in her head? Like
Right.
y'all
But
was
y'all know what
arguing.
though?
Y'all was having a argument. The lady was no threat to you.
No
If he was
disrespect.
able to hit that woman like that so quick, that means he done beat
Man,
some.
did you see his dress and
He
everything?
already
His
was on
dreads
that.
wrapped all around his head when he raced back to hit her and shit. Like
Yeah.
With his
he took
full body
power and
weight.
strength. He put
Yeah,
strength into that.
he
Look,
put
let me
like
tell
he
you
hit
something.
that woman like he had no regard for her life, and
He
Yes.
that's
didn't
what
have
I'm
no
saying.
regards for her life.
And that's how y'all know I'm a heathen, but I wonder if his grandma believed in the Bible. She should have read, "Honey, son, the wages of sin is death."
Well, guess what? He got a customized cast of CC.
Any a man that's born of a woman shall surely die. So
We
if you
all
go
got to
around
go,
here,
bro.
you go around here hitting women. I
We all got
mean,
to go. But one damn thing about me and my will, nah, you ain't put me in no hole. You ain't burning me up. You gonna come and knock on my door.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I ain't talking about no mausoleum. No, you can come on my own property and be like, oh, there you go. Where he at? He back there. Oh, I thought that dude was like 200, 300 years. No, he back there laid up chilling. You're not gonna
mm-hmm,
disrespect me like that. That's how I honor life because it was
yep,
given to me. The highest form of whatever from the Creator. The hell with that. I ain't
yep,
going out like that. That got me fucked up. Sorry.
yep,
You
yeah.
Yeah, he messed up big time. And it's certain things like that that you just gotta say, well, if you wouldn't have done this and that, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I mean, what
So
makes you think? And I just know, like, if it would have been a man he was having a physical altercation with, he wouldn't have been so quick to do that.
but how do
And
y'all
he,
feel about the people who just okay, I saw an article. All right. I saw an article from the family member of the woman and the boy. And they said if bystanders had helped her, then maybe her son would not have had to intervene. And when you look at the video, you literally see people recording and people watching. And then when the man started beating on the lady, people started running off.
yeah,
Now, there are certain situations where I believe that somebody should probably interfere.
right.
Somebody should be like, hey, bro, what the fuck is you doing? Like, come on now. But then there are certain situations where you don't know if the dude might have a gun. You don't know if he might have a knife. You know. So I can't place blame on bystanders.
Right.
We can't place blame on bystanders all the time because there's plenty of times where bystanders get killed trying to stand up for somebody
Mm-hmm.
else, right?
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know about that, but the family did say that.
But it is. I'm not trying to be negative, stereotyping Chicago, but it is like. I mean, it just shows the temperature that they're used to seeing stuff like that
Exactly.
happen.
It is
It,
Chicago. Exactly.
it's like everyone's used to seeing you know other
And they
people.
brag about it, bro. They brag about it. They brag about how hard everybody there in the violence and the gangs. They brag about, oh, don't fuck with Chicago. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I do be catching that. Yeah, so when I saw that, I mean, I don't know how true it is. They were saying that the attacker had a lady friend with him, and they were saying she was egging him on.
I heard that. Yep, they did say that. Witnesses said that there was a lady. who was laughing and egging it on, but I that's just what witnesses said. I don't know.
Yeah. hmm You
I
know,
don't
but
know. I'm
I,
glad
I, I, I
they
think
got
she should
off. I'm glad
sue
they got off.
the. I think she should go mostly after the restaurant
Yeah.
more so than the police department because it is kind of like what's. But I get it. It's like you arrested me with a $3 million bail uh, for a
But see, they
scenario.
remember they didn't have no footage. They didn't have a lot of footage at first until that lady. What's her name? Kalia.
Kalia, she's content creator. Hello. Oh,
Her name was like Kalia or Shalia or something like that. She was the one who recorded the footage because you know the lady Carlisha. She had posted on Facebook. She said, "Thank you." This is Rahima. That's her name.
mm-hmm.
Carlisha Hood posted on Facebook yesterday. No, on the 28th. She said, "You don't understand how blessed we are that you posted that video, Rahima Lewis. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, tag her. God is so good." So Rahima Lewis is the one who recorded it. And she did an interview too.
Mm.
Somebody interviewed her and they said, "What was you thinking? You know, what did you see? You know, all that kind of stuff." And she said, "Me and my homegirl just was hungry and we was like, man, where can we stop to eat?" She was like, "Well, let's just stop here." She said, when they got in the restaurant, the shit was already going on, the argument. And she said, normally I wouldn't even hit record, but she said, something just told me to hit record. And
Mm.
so she recorded the whole thing up until, of course, the son started shooting and everybody took off.
Right.
But yeah, and then somebody interviewed her on some YouTube channel the other day or whatnot. But yeah, so but they raising a GoFundMe. They got $14,000 so far. That's a lot, and they just literally started the GoFundMe. But they was trying to get $5,000, and they're almost at $15,000, and this is for relocation expenses.
Makes sense.
And I could understand that. I mean, it's Chicago.
Yep.
You murder somebody, even though you felt you were in your rights. It's Chicago. You never know if somebody wants to come back and get you. And it's a 14-year-old son.
Right.
So I can certainly understand why they would want to raise money to relocate.
Me too.
But yeah, they was only trying to get 5,000. It's already at 14,600. So people are supporting them so that they can
Yeah.
She
relocate.
better get her ass up out of there, and that's not trying to
Yep.
be funny. I
That's
understand
what I'm
because let
saying.
me tell you
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
even me. That's just it. Just even me, and where I'm from, where I'm coming from.
Yep.
If
Yep.
I'm in their shoes, and it doesn't have to be Chicago, hell, it could be down here where I'm at in the
Yep.
979. You know what I'm
Yep.
talking about? Or back at home in the 402. If I'm in this same scenario, I'm not just like one of my late great uncles taught me. He said, "Look, man, if you're gonna do something in the town, or if you're involved with something, if it happens, don't never go back. That's how you don't get caught up."
That's how they used to do it back in the olden days.
So if I
Shit, people
need to,
would send
yeah.
their
So if
family
I
members
need,
out of town all the time.
whether they was bank robbers, whether they
Yep.
was other shit that went on, if you do it, don't never go back there. You ain't
And
never
they
got to
sent
worry
your
about
ass
that.
out of town if you got pregnant out of wedlock.
Oh
Shit.
yeah, we got hung and drugs through the streets. If it was like that in one of these little small towns, but I'm saying is that you know if you know that's what is about to perspire, then why do you want to keep your? I don't know. We have an infatuation with just being caught up in the
Yeah.
midst of what it is that we really want to prove or try to
Or
prove.
just being walking around like, yeah, I did that shit. Yeah. You know what I
Like,
mean?
yeah, nigga, like, is that it? Yeah, we are actually trying to live out, we are letting life imitate art instead
Like,
of the original way of art imitating life.
yeah. Well, I hope
That's
they get
what it is.
relocated. A lot of people
That's
are
what
saying
it
on
is.
the GoFundMe that they hope they get find somewhere else to live and
Oh, she should not say nothing. It should be disclosed. She should. The only thing that she should let the public know and say, y'all know what? I'm being honest with y'all. You know what? It's just if everybody want to know where it is, what it is, and what how it is, I'm not gonna. Just
no, these are the supporters. They're saying on the
I
GoFundMe.
know.
They're
I'm
telling
saying
her
is that
stuff
I
like,
will have an attorney. I will have someone that I can be like, look, man, I can only get because I need to. You know what? He gonna be like, you know what? I got you. It's Ramirez. Boom, boom, boom. Look, he gonna be the spokesperson. Look, my client is safe. They have found
no,
a
I'm not
new
saying
space.
they said anything. I'm saying the supporters are saying stuff like prayers to you. I hope you're able to relocate.
Yeah, that's real
And get
shit.
your
Like
son
they should
into
just
therapy.
they don't even have to cash out. Just find a place. So if you need to extract something from that, if you know what you're doing, nobody has to know what you're doing. If it was me and I'm getting that kind of bread and I'm in the city like that, there are some motherfuckers that is very quiet and discreet that be like, you know what? If you need to get up out of there, we'll come up in there and pack everything that you got discreetly. We ain't looking through nothing. We all we doing is boxing, sealing. They boxing, sealing, and ain't saying nothing. Anybody come on, hey man, what's going on? Ain't nobody even saying that. The team members, they just in and out. Within an hour, I mean half an hour to an hour, they're done and gone. And your shit is going to a pod somewhere, and you going on about your business.
Yeah, it's easy to move you out, but you need money to relocate.
Sus, with 14 right now, if you can't make a move with 14
No,
million,
they gonna let that shit max out, bro. Come on now. They could have moved with 5 or 10. They
if
gonna let
that,
that
hell,
shit
I
get
can
up
move
as
with a
high as it can
couple.
go. They gonna let that shit get up as high as it can go.
Shit, I can
I would have
move
been
about
a move. Me
three.
personally, I've been a cash
And
that shit
something
out.
real nice. But five plus, oh dude, I want my piece of land.
And they asked for 5. It's at 14,613.
Yeah,
It's almost at
I can put me a tent, and I got me some acres. I got me a few acres. I can put me a
yeah.
nice little tent on my shit until I'm ready to get because it's mine.
Shit, $10,000. You can find a apartment first month,
So there ain't
next
no
month,
damn property. No,
last
10
month.
grand, sis.
Turn
No,
the
no, no,
utilities
no, no,
on
no,
and all
no.
kind of shit with
No,
$10,000.
no, ma'am. No, ma'am. I got a nice ass house on on a few acres. I don't know shit. He got an apartment.
I'm just
I'm good.
saying you don't technically need a whole bunch of money to move. As long as if you got $10,000, you
I'm
can
getting
go
a
to, I
house on
mean,
some
okay,
acres.
not maybe New York or Cali or some
Right.
expensive places like that.
But if she come to
But
the South,
yeah, when it comes to
Like
the
I said,
house or something
family,
like that,
you
shit,
drop
most
somebody ten
places
thousand
are
dollars
less
down
than
here in
1,000 to
Texas.
rent.
shit.
Would you tell him, bro? You drop 10 grand down here. You say you want some privacy. So I got a little couple, 2 or 3. I got a 2 bed, 2 bath, or a 3 bed, 1 bath, 1 half. Yeah, I got
Yep.
about 4, 5 acres. You can buy it if you want it. I mean, this is what I want for, but shit, you got 10,000. That's about.
Yeah, they ain't thinking about buying no acres. They just trying to get somewhere low key. That's all they trying to do.
You out
That's
in the
all they
country.
trying to do.
Yeah,
Right.
you out in the country. That shit for 10 grand. It's just because everything.
It's a lot of places. Deanna be put. Deanna in Mississippi. She always be
Exactly.
posting when they be
And
having
land go real cheap.
property, land sales, and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff down
land
there.
real cheap. Land
That
real
shit be
cheap
cheap as fuck too.
over in Mississippi, but that's the key.
Yep,
It's the set.
yep.
You
Shit, you
willing
can
to
get
go?
a lot of property for cheap in the SIP.
You willing to go deal with the SIPs politics?
No, not really, but I'll visit. I'll visit.
Yeah, well, shit, that's the SIP.
Yep, yep. But Isaac, what time you get off of work tonight? It's almost
Um.
midnight.
Oh yeah, I work till like midnight, 12:30. I don't come in till like 4:30
Oh,
in the
okay. So you
evening, and
about to
I
be
work till
off.
like 12. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, what's y'all plans for the fourth?
Nothing. I
No.
don't know. I'm not doing. I ain't. That's the anyway.
I I just knew that I was gonna be working. Like I'm surprised from all the jobs that I do. Like I said, security, housekeeping. I just knew that I was going to be working 4th of July. I'm off from all my jobs
Well, that's
from
what's
the 4th
up.
of July.
Enjoy your
Hmm.
day off.
Yeah, yeah, like I ain't even.
Oh, too, Cletus.
Shit, I'ma just sip me a little wine, smoke a little
Yeah, sip your
herb.
little wine,
He
get your
said smoking a little herb and a little
Hmm.
watch
wine.
the fireworks.
Oh yeah, that's plenty of fireworks. There's gonna be fireworks plus in
Oh
Nah,
my
Texas.
but
God.
dude, y'all better not
Anyway,
have none in the city. Y'all, but don't y'all gotta
it's
go
gonna be
outside
gu- it's
1604?
gonna be a bullet. It's gonna be a bullet
anyway.
touch.
Don't y'all but hey, don't y'all still gotta go outside 1604 to the pop the works out the side of the city limits?
Not really. Like they saying that's the orders, but bro, ever since I lived in Bear County, nah, baby, they don't even be
Man,
tripping. You
that's
have to
saying man, y'all been too dry down there, bro, to be popping them damn hot things, man.
lately we've been getting a lot of we've been getting a lot of water like in San Antonio. We're getting a lot of rain.
A lot of rain.
A lot
That's
of
what's
rain.
up.
Oh, y'all need
Yeah,
it.
but that's all I'm gonna probably be doing, sitting and chilling and
Well, that's what's
um
up. You ain't made no more videos with you playing your instruments.
yeah, I just because I'm in the process of possibly moving from where I'm about to be moving from too. So it's just I've just been getting my little money up. I
Yeah.
have been
No,
kind
that's
of
right.
neglecting um, my music and stuff like that. A friend of mine was like, "Man, you need to play something." So I some of my colleagues, buddies, like, "Man, we about to there's some gigs and stuff like coming up. So hopefully I can get y'all some content of me playing
Well, that's what's
somewhere."
up.
Oh, just
But
do
yeah,
it, man. Just do it. You gonna do it. Just do it.
okay. I appreciate the encouragement.
And
Yeah,
hey
but
V, I want to say hi to V in the chat. She said hello a minute ago, so I just want to say acknowledge her. She said hello, hello, y'all.
hey, what's happening?
What's going down?
Yes, but I hope everybody have a wonderful, wonderful holiday weekend. I'm gonna wrap this up. Um,
Mhm.
it's just about midnight, so I'm gonna wrap this up. But
Sorry, sorry, man. Sorry,
all
man.
the different topics that we spoke on, be sectoring on. I appreciate everybody's commentary, everybody's opinions, and even when we agree to disagree, that's all what the hood
Okay.
table was about. Like for real, for real. And
Yeah.
thank you for everybody who liked, shared, subscribed to the Hood Table. Thank you to all our new subscribers, all our official hoodies. If you want to become an official member, all you gotta do is click the join button to become a member. It's only $1.99 a month. If you want to be a blessing to the Cash App, it's $ the Hood Table 402. Thank you so much, very very kindly for all you do for the Hood Table. Um, this weekend, Saturday, Sunday. I don't know when the next time we're gonna be live. But if something pop off this weekend, we might jump back on here. But
You know, here for a few minutes. It won't be no 5, 6,
yeah,
7,
it won't be,
11 hours.
you
We
know.
can get it. We can get it though. Whenever y'all available, we can get it.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys all the time. Y'all know Tuesday is the 4th. Wednesday is the funeral for one of the YouTubers, my friend, my husband's. I mean, my wife. I'm getting my words mixed up now. My homegirl May May's husband, who we know on YouTube as Ocean Wave TV.
That's it.
He is the husband to my homegirl. They literally just got married. Isaac, I don't know if you heard about the story, but you are friends with me on Facebook, so you might have saw me post. But my homegirl and her husband got married, and like an hour later, he died.
Literally.
So he was also a YouTuber, Ocean Wave TV. So a lot of people know him from YouTube. But in our city, he don't, his peeps they go by his
I
regular name.
I did see that.
Yeah, so it was very
Hmm.
sad. It was tragic. It was very unfortunate. And that funeral is on July 5th, the day after July 4th. So a lot of people who follow him, some of his people who follow him follow me. Um, there is a link on the funeral homepage for people if you want to watch it virtually. It'll probably be on Facebook, on YouTube. But for the people who want to support by watching, or you know, it'll be a link to the funeral on social media. But so yeah, everybody keep as y'all have been doing. The people who support him and support my homegirl May May. Whether you're local in Omaha or friends of his or a subscriber of his on social media, continue to pray for her. Pray for their child. Keep them uplifted in your prayers. As they lay him to rest this week. But other than that, you guys, again, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood.
Yeah, brush your teeth, and OJ didn't do
All
it.
right, bro.
All right, sis, you
Love
know
you
what
guys. All right, sis. Is
it
Sissy Pooh back there?
All right, sis.
All right. Love you guys.
Love you.
is. For sure.
All right. Good night.
All right, peace.
Peace.